on Prochaska Court inside Fayette's Dorman Gymnasium on the campus of Upper Iowa University. It's going to be the Bemidji State Beavers taking on the Upper Iowa Peacocks, and we're about 11:30 away from the opening tip. Right now I'm going to bring in my broadcast partner, Cooper Widenthaler. And Coop, when you look at these two teams here tonight, Bemidji State coming off a bad loss at Winona State, and then UIU on the flip side of that, coming off a big loss over Minnesota Crookston last night, 91-68. They defeated the Golden Eagles here at home, and Bemidji State losing on the road, 78-41.
Yeah, tonight a little cross-division battle coming from the north, Bemidji State, the Beavers. You mentioned it, bad loss to a really good Winona team last night, so they come in 7-8, 3-8 in the conference. Upper Iowa, though, its second conference win, 2-9, and 5-13 overall. It was awesome to see a total team effort out of the Peacocks last night. A couple people towards the end got in, a couple of bench players. So just wins like that, take it game by game for Upper Iowa. They're trying to build something here in the women's basketball department, so just take it step by step, and it's wins like that can really give you the confidence you need for coming down the stretch in the season.
Yeah, a couple players playing really good basketball last night here for Upper Iowa. One of them was Chelsea Garcia, contributing 8 points. She's had 18 in the last 2 games. Whitney Kiefer was the leading scorer in last night's game with 13 out of 19 shots made. She led the way with 30 points for Upper Iowa. That was a season-high 91 points that the Peacocks produced, and they couldn't have done it without Lauren Buck's 9 points coming off the bench. Laura Hark's 14 points coming off the bench, 11 of those points coming in the second half, and then Sam Thrapp, 12 assists and 13 points for the double-double.
Yeah, Chelsea Garcia played a great game. Lauren Buck off the bench always provides a good spark. She's a great rebounder, shot blocker, also has a great mid-range jumper that she loves to take. But Sam Thrapp, real quick, in her last 6 games, she's had 72 points. That's an even 12 per game. She also has 78 total assists, which is 3rd in the conference. 4.33 assists per game, which is 4th in the NSIC. And from the charity stripe, she's also contributing there as well, 85.7%, which is 5th in the conference. Right now, she's the heart of this team. Coming into this year, it was Whitney Kiefer. Last year, she's on the all-freshman team. But Sam Thrapp has really settled into her role as the point guard floor general for this Upper Iowa squad. She knows how to lead this team. A couple other things from last night. Upper Iowa had 24 assists, 12 of those coming from Sam Thrapp to just 10 for Crookston. Upper Iowa with only 14 turnovers. And, played a great game against Crookston last night. Big win for Upper Iowa.
Yeah, the Peacocks really... You almost take that for granted from Sam Thrapp because she was coming into tonight's game, or last night's game, averaging 4 assists per game, and you don't really see those too often during the game because she's just so smooth at it. She's so fluid at the way she plays that point guard position for the Peacocks. But then last night, you could really tell she was having the game of her life. 13 points, 10 assists for her. Everyone, this is the Peacock Sports Network, and this is the Peacock Athletic Fund pregame show. The Peacock Athletic Fund is committed to providing resources to Upper Iowa University student athletes through gifts that allow them to become champions in the classroom, on the field, and in life. Our contribution to the Peacock Athletic Fund is an investment in the betterment of Upper Iowa student athletes by helping to offset any number of costs associated with competing at the Division II level. Your gift makes an immediate and direct impact. Your gift can go directly to the sport you love, such as softball or soccer, or to the department as a whole. Remember, a gift right now will help to build the foundation for champion success at the Division II level for Upper Iowa Athletics. To donate to the Peacock Athletic Fund, or if you have any questions, contact Assistant AD for External Affairs. That's Brock Wismiller at 563-425-5700. Once again, that's 563-425-5700 to donate to the Peacock Athletic Fund, or log on to upperoiowaathletics.com. Tucker Rensing's in the building, as is Bo Pagel. They're getting ready for the game at 8 p.m. It'll be the Peacocks men's basketball team taking on the Bemidji State Beavers. Both of these Beaver squads coming in here tonight loss last night. The men's team lost 70-67 at Winona State. And then, as we mentioned before, the women's team losing 78-41. They have a couple of good players. Morgan Lee is really the backbone of the team. She's their main three-point shooter. She has a very quick shot. She's 36 of 99 coming into this weekend from beyond the arc. That's 36%, so she's dangerous. As well as Shannon Thompson, the point guard, really leads the team in getting everyone set on the floor and leads the team in assists. She's always looking to push the ball in transition, and she'll drive to dish it out, and usually she finds Lee beyond the perimeter, and that's how they get a lot of their points. As I mentioned before, the Peacocks getting a win last night over Minnesota Crookston here in Dorman Gymnasium. The Peacocks improved to 2-9 in the NSIC. The only other win coming back against Southwest Minnesota State, and that was an 80-59 victory back on the 5th of January. Before that, they lost to Sioux Falls just by 2 points. That was the night before on the 4th of January. That was after coming back after what was really a bad stretch for the Peacocks. They lost 8 games in a row before the Sioux Falls game, so they're trying to break a 9-game losing streak against Southwest Minnesota State, and they ended up doing that. Southwest Minnesota State in the bottom half of the NSIC South, as is Minnesota Crookston. So the Peacocks beating the lowly team in the NSIC North. Right above them is this Bemidji State team in Coop. They come into tonight's game with a 3-8 record in the NSIC and a 7-8 mark overall, but that can be a little bit deceiving. They have a couple of good players on this squad. Yeah,
Bemidji State does have a couple of good players. You already brought her up. Morgan Lee comes in as a 36.4% three-point shooter, and then behind her they've got a couple people that average double figures. Linnea Rash, she gives them 12.1 per game, and then Kate Warmack gives them 11.1 per game. But real quick about Upper Iowa's schedule, they did lose 8 straight, but I think during that whole streak we saw they never gave up. They had a lot of effort night in and night out, and they got that win against Southwest. And as of late, I think they've been playing some of their better basketball this year. 2 out of their last 5 have been wins. At U Mary, they lost by 9. Versus Winona, they lost by 9, and then they got that big win against Crookston. So right now, they're just trying to string some wins together and really try to salvage this season. Although last year they only had 2 wins, this year they've got 5. So they're on the way up, I believe, under Coach Carol Russell.
A couple of good players for the Peacocks that Coach Carol Russell has kind of groomed. One being Whitney Kiefer coming into tonight's game, leading the way with 18.8 points per game. Coop, I don't want to get to the Peacock keys to victory here on the Peacock Athletic Fund pregame show just yet, but let's go over what Kiefer brings to the table night in and night out. She really is the heart and soul of this team.
Yeah, on defense, she's going to guard the other team's point guard, and she's going to play really, really stingy defense out on the perimeter. Her hands are going to be everywhere. If you try to cross over, she's going to snag it and go the other way with it. And then in transition, that's where she really, really thrives. She loves to get out in front of the defense and score easy layups. And then down low, she's not going to go. She's not going to go away until she gets called for a foul, or the person against her gets called for a foul, because she wants to go to the free throw line just about as bad as anyone, and she will convert from there. Whitney Kiefer, an 83.9% free throw shooter. So loves to play defense, loves to get steals, loves the transition, and can convert from the charity stripe.
Bemidji State just entered the court. We're about 3 minutes and 30 seconds away from tip-off here in Dorman Gymnasium. It's the Peacocks and Beavers, and it's only going to be on the Peacock Sports Network. Stephen Wilson alongside Cooper Widenthaler. We're broadcasting this NCAA Division II match live online at UpperIowaAthletics.com. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're listening to UIU Women's Basketball on the Peacock Sports Network.
Choosing a quality company to transport your group is an important decision. WinStar Lines is Iowa's premier motor coach provider. Their new Dubuque location now serves Northeast Iowa and offers deluxe motor coaches available for chartered group outings, corporate events, and local nationwide trips. All have reclining seats and onboard restroom, DVD with multiple monitors, electrical outlets, and many now have Wi-Fi and DirecTV. Drivers are safe, friendly, and accommodating. Call WinStar at 641-423-6400 to charter a motor coach today.
Welcome back to the Peacock Sports Network. I know a lot of Beaver fans are tuning in tonight because Bemidji State's radio team was not able to make the trip to Fayette, Iowa, so we'll try not to be too biased here from Fayette, Iowa. We're usually not. We keep it clean, and and we try and bring the best possible show to you from Dorman Gymnasium. Stephen Wilson back on live at UpperIowaAthletics.com. We're about 2 minutes away from the opening tip. It's going to be the Peacocks and the Beavers. And as we mentioned before, Bemidji State coming off a loss. They entered tonight's game with a 3-8 record in conference play and a 7-8 record overall, compared to the Peacocks' 5-13 record and 2-9 mark in conference play. And I mentioned before, Minnesota Crookston, the Peacocks beating Minnesota Crookston last night here in Dorman Gymnasium. And these two teams faced, actually, Bemidji State and Minnesota Crookston, travel partners, and they faced earlier this week. It was a win for Bemidji State, 58-48. They ended up outscoring the Golden Eagles 34-27 in that second half, and leading the way for them was number three, Lene Rash had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 steals in 24 minutes of action off the bench, as well as Morgan Lee leading the way with 14 points. She was the leading scorer in that game. It was a low-scoring game, 58-48. So Bemidji State got on track earlier this week, but again, they lost at Winona State last night, 78-41. Not a good shooting night from them. The Peacocks coming right off a win, trying to look for win number 2 and start their own win streak. They have not had a lot of those this season. And to be truthful, they've only had 1 win streak this season. They defeated Grandview on the 16th of November of last year, 65-57 here at home, before going on the road. On the 22nd of November, they defeated Alaska Fairbanks 85-79. We're just about underway here from Dorman Gymnasium as the clock ticks down. It's going to be the NSIC Creed, followed by the National Anthem, and then we'll get you your starting lineups. We'd like to remind you, UIU women's basketball is brought to you by Coke Zero. Coke Zero, what's better than drinking Coke Zero? Earning awesome prizes while you do it. Drink a Coke Zero today and visit mycokerewards.com. Coke Zero, real Coke taste and 0 calories. As well as Windstar Lines. Windstar Lines is the official charter bus for Peacock Athletics. Windstar Lines is your premier ground transportation source in the Midwest. Call 1-888-494-6378 to charter a motor coach today. We're going to take a break. It's National Anthem time and NSIC Creed time here from Dorman Gymnasium. Stephen Wilson alongside Cooper Widenthaler, broadcasting live on UpperIowaAthletics.com. Don't forget to log on there to check the final scores, to get some stats, as well as videos, scores, stats, highlights, and more. This is UIU Women's Basketball broadcasting live, and we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, it'll be time for your starting lineups and the opening tip. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to UIU Women's Basketball on the Peacock Sports Network.
Scott Pharmacy in Fayette invites you to stop in for all of your prescription and non-prescription pharmaceutical needs. Scott Pharmacy in Fayette is open weekdays 8:30 till 5:30 and Saturdays 8:30 till 12:30. For your convenience, Scott Pharmacy offers free mail-outs and competitive prices with the buying power of a value-right pharmacy. Scott Pharmacy, 238 South Main Street, Fayette. Call toll-free 800-246-0024. Scott Pharmacy, a proud sponsor of Upper Iowa University Academics and Athletics.
See yourself at Upper Iowa University, where small class sizes and 8-week terms with 2-at-a-time courses will help you achieve your academic goals in less time and with less debt than many other schools. Schedule a campus visit today. Applications accepted anytime. No application fees ever for Fayette campus students. Details available at www.uiu.edu. Upper Iowa University. Quality education with a personal touch. See for yourself.
Welcome back to the Peacock Sports Network. Stephen Wilson alongside Cooper Widenthaler, and we're broadcasting live here from Dorman Gymnasium. It's the Peacocks and the visiting Bemidji State Beavers in this NSIC contest. We're going to get you to your starting lineups now. First, for the Beavers, starting at guard, the 5'10" junior out of Winstead, Minnesota, number 2, Ellie Wessling. Also at guard, the leading scorer, Morgan Lee, a 5'7" junior out of Hayward, Wisconsin, number 10, at the shooting guard position for the Beavers. At forward/guard for the Beavers is a 6'1" sophomore out of Davenport, Iowa, number 14, Melissa Youngblood. and Shannon Thompson, number 21, and Kate Warmack round out the starting lineup. Warmack, a 6'2" junior center out of East Grand Forks, Minnesota. The Beavers are coached by Mike Kurfman. Kurfman actually served as the head coach for University of Minnesota Crookston previously before his spot with the Beavers. Kurfman is assisted by Mark Bagason and Abby Oakland. Now for your Upper Iowa Peacocks. Starting at forward is a 5'9" senior out of Minnetonka, Minnesota. Number 5, Chelsea Garcia. Garcia has 18 points in her last 2 games for the Peacocks. Leading the way last night was a 5'9" sophomore out of Scales Mount, Illinois at guard. The leading scorer this season, averaging 18.8 points per game. Number 13, and the heart and soul of the team, number 13, Whitney Kiefer. Also at guard is a 5'8" senior out of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Number 15, Jennifer Herrick. Sat out the first couple of games with a knee injury and has since come back strong for the Peacocks. Also at guard is a 5'7" junior out of Davenport, Iowa. Had a double-double last night with 13 points and 12 assists. Number 23, Sam Thrapp. And rounding out the starting lineup is a 6-foot freshman out of Sumner, Iowa. Number 42, Carly Pagel. Pagel comes into tonight's game averaging 11.1 points per game. She's shooting the ball well from the floor, 44% from the field. And we're just about ready to get this one underway. It'll be the Beavers in the road whites with green numbers, green letters, and black trim. It'll be the Peacocks also in the road uniforms. Usually they wear the white uniforms at home. Tonight they're wearing the peacock blue uniforms with white numbers, white letters, and dark navy blue trim. Coop, let's go real quick to your keys of the game, presented by Victory's Restaurant and Sports Lounge.
Number 1, Trustin Sam. Last night, 12 assists, only 3 turnovers. Number 2, double-figure scores. Upper Iowa found another one last night in Lower Turhark. Her last 3 games, she's 11 of 20 from 3. And number 3, shooter Morgan Lee. Know where she is on the court.
It'll be Pago jumping against the Beavers, and the Beavers control the first possession. That was Warmack controlling it and sending it back to Lee. So it'll be Thompson bringing it up on the right wing for the Beavers. Now it's over back to Lee, guarded by Sam Thrapp. They'll switch it up. Thompson has it from straight away. Shannon Thompson working against Sam Thrapp. A little zone defense played by the Peacocks. 3 on the way, no good. And Whitney Kiefer comes down with the rebound. That was Lee's first attempt from beyond the arc. Kiefer going quickly the other way, gets into the lane, gets the bucket off the glass.
Yeah, talked about it in the pregame. Transition game, that's where Whitney Kiefer really excels. A great take there to the hole. Strong finish.
Thompson trying to answer for the Beavers coming the other way. They have their post right at the elbows. Now they go in low to Warmack, and she's looking for some help. Guarded by Pagel. Pagel got a hand on it, but she finds Lee eventually. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Lee has to do something quickly. Goes inside. That's Wessling, and Wessling's not able to hit it, but an offensive rebound pulled down by Warmack, and she'll get the putback off the glass.
Yeah, Upper Iowa needs to box Warmack out, not let her get easy rebounds there.
Warmack, as the Peacocks answer the other way, Whitney Kiefer going quickly the other way. Sam Thrapp already with an assist. Thompson will bring it past half court for the Beavers. We're a minute and 15 seconds in. It's a 4-0 lead for Upper Iowa. Thompson looking for some help. Now we'll send it to Wessling. At the elbow extended. Long 18-foot shot, no good. And we have a foul on the rebounds as Warmack gave Pagel a little bit too much contact. It looked like a push in the back.
Yeah, Pagel, good position. Good things happen when you get that good position down low to box out. And Warmack, just a little too physical behind her.
It'll be Sam Thrapp bringing the basketball up, using that screen from Chelsea Garcia. 18-28 left to go here in the first half. It's a 4-2 lead for Upper Iowa. Garcia has it straight away. Now we'll give it over to Whitney Kiefer. Back to Pagel. Pagel trying to drive inside on Warmack. Does, and gets the lane and gets the bucket off the glass.
Yeah, 3 inside buckets to get all 6 points for Upper Iowa. Keep getting that ball in transition down the court and look inside for Carly Pagel.
Already Kiefer's got 2 buckets, and Pagel's got 1 for Upper Iowa. Their 2 main leading scorers this season. Coming the other way for the Beavers, it is Thompson. She has it in the left corner. She'll pull up from 3. On the way, no good. Rebound pulled down, and last touch out of bounds by the Beavers. So it'll be Peacock basketball leading 6-2. Shannon Thompson, 5'7", senior out of Rosemont, Montana, taking that shot from 3 for the Beavers on the last possession. Sam Thrapp bringing it up. We'll get it down low to Pagel on the right block. Pagel with the up and under move, blocked by Warmack. And Warmack's got 21 blocks this season.
Yeah, Carly Pagel loves that up and under move. Warmack was prepared for it there. And if you're Pagel, don't force it. Kick it out and repost if you can.
Womack, the leading blocker on this team, got one there against Pagel. It'll be Thompson bringing it up, guarded by Kiefer from straight away. Now moving to her left, we'll send it back across court to Youngblood. Guarded by Herrick. Good pressure defense played by the Peacocks. Something they've been doing excellent this season. Sealed by Whitney Kiefer. Kiefer trying to go coast to coast. Gets in the lane. Now tries to do something with it. Has to pass it out to Garcia, but stolen away. And diving on the ground was Ellie Westling. And she'll get the steal. But it'll be a travel call on Westling, so it'll remain Peacock basketball. So Upper Iowa getting lucky on that one.
Yeah, Upper Iowa got back in the transition, but Ellie Westling, as she was falling, that's an easy call for the officials, just called for the travel.
Sam Trapp will inbound the basketball, 17-14 left to go here in the first half. Inside pass to Pago, and Pago gets the bucket.
Yeah, Upper Iowa will take that every time. She's right in the middle of the lane. That's an easy, nice jumper for Carly Pago.
You think teams will finally start to realize it? The Peacocks go to it so often. They love that inbounds pass right to Pago so she can get a quick shot. Now it's Lee looking near court for Youngblood, driving inside, and before the foul was called on Garcia, I thought it was going to be a foul against number 5 for the Peacocks, but it was a travel on Youngblood. Yeah,
Youngblood, she drove in, and then her feet didn't land at the same time. That's where the travel is called there for the officials.
It'll be Thrapp, also out of Davenport, Iowa, as is Youngblood, bringing it up for the Peacocks. Now Kiefer will pull it from 3, off the mark, no good. Kiefer was 3 of 5 from beyond the arc in last night's game. She did have a game-high 30 points. Youngblood trying to control on the far sideline, now double-teamed by Kiefer and Pagel, and she gets it out to Thompson. And turnover down low on the baseline as we get a shoulder, and we have a timeout taken by the Beavers. It was Womack giving Pagel a little bit of shoulder. She was walking back saying, hey, you fouled me and they didn't call it. I'll give you a little payback.
Yeah, right after that shoulder, there was a whistle immediately.
I thought it was going to be a foul.
They're going to pull out maybe a technical or something, but a timeout is called by Bemidji.
You're listening to UIU Women's Basketball. We're at our first commercial break. It's 16:31 left to go here in the first half. It's the Peacocks with a big lead 8-2 in the opening 3.5 minutes. This is UIU Women's Basketball broadcasting live on UpperIowaAthletics.com. UIU Women's Basketball is brought to you by the Alpha Tap. Satisfy that hunger with the Alpha Tap. Closer than you think, the Alpha Tap is just a short drive west on Highway 18 from West Union. Serving up delicious steaks, seafood, and monster tenderloins. The Peacock faithful are always welcome at the Alpha Tap. It'll be Thrapp inbounding the basketball as she brings it past half court, guarded by Thompson. Will move to her right using the screen from Garcia. Now back to her left trying to find Herrick. Got it to her. Herrick will pull it from 3. No good. Short. And the Peacocks not able to get to the board in time.
Yeah, they ran a double screen down the far block, and that allowed Jennifer Herrick to get an open three-point look on the far corner. It's a good shot attempt for her. She'll just trying to get her confidence back from behind the arc.
Upper Iowa still leading 8-2, 16-10 left to go here in the first half. Westling has it. Now we'll send it around to young Blute, and Blute's got it from beyond the arc. So the Beavers climb right back into it, 8-5, with 16 minutes and counting here in the first half. Thrapp using the screen from Pagel, guarded by Thompson. Now we'll give it up to Garcia, and they'll swing it around to Kiefer. Kiefer has it on the left wing, guarded by Youngblood, and driving inside baseline, kicks it out to Thrapp. Trying to go inside again, but losing it. The Peacocks, and it's Thompson coming up with a steal. Going quickly the other way is Westling, and she'll kick it out to Thompson. Thompson will pull it from 3 over Herrick. Off the mark, no good. Thrapp pulling down the rebound for the Peacocks. Going quickly the other way up to Herrick. Herrick not able to get there in time. We'll have to try and save it, but saves it right to Womack. And it's the Beavers trying to answer in transition. Going quickly is Morgan Lee. Lee not able to find it as Kiefer pulls down the rebound. Nearly stepped out of bounds, but was able to get it to Pagel. And now over to Thrapp. Thrapp trying to drive inside, tries to get around Thompson, draws the foul. And she'll go to the free throw line, I assume.
Yeah, good to see Sam Thrapp took the initiative there. Didn't want to set the offense. Knew she had a lane to the basket. And took an aggressive approach to the hole there.
Thrapp at the free throw line. Trying to extend this 3-point lead for Upper Iowa. Stephen Wilson alongside Cooper Widenthaler broadcasting live. First free throw is up and good. And it's now a 9-5 lead for the Peacocks. We talked about in the pregame, Thrapp having a good game last night against the Golden Eagles of Minnesota Crookston. 13 points, 12 assists, and she's right there on track as she's got 2 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound in the opening 5 minutes. 15 minutes remaining here in the first half. The Beavers go right down to Womack, and Womack gets the bucket over Pagel. 42 going up against 42. And it's the number 42 in white getting the bucket over Carly Pagel.
Yeah, Pagel, good post defense. Warmack, you can't do much about that shot. Just a good attempt from the Beaver.
Whitney Kiefer loses it on the sideline, but able to recollect it and drive inside and gets the bucket off the glass. So Kiefer off to a great start. She's already got 6 points on 3 of 4 shooting. Thompson looking for the backdoor cut, too high, as she was trying to find Morgan Lee on the baseline.
So Bemidji State now already with 5 turnovers on the offensive end. Upper Iowa's defense has had good intensity here thus far.
On the floor for the Peacocks is Kiefer, Pagel, Thrapp, Garcia, and Herrick. It's their starting 5, still about 5.5 minutes in. A couple substitutions for the Beavers, though. Coming into the game at point guard will be Emily Reichert, 5'6" freshman guard out of Rogers, Minnesota, as well as number 3, Lene Rash, 5'8" junior guard for the Beavers, as well as Jesse Altoff, the 6'1" forward out of Becker, Minnesota. And so actually a whole new lineup. Allison McKee also entered the game. She'll guard Herrick on the right wing. Straight away to Pagel. Now over to Sam Thrapp on the left wing. They go inside to Pagel. Back to Pagel. Up, trying to go drive inside, but she's called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, Carly Pagel tried a little dribble drive there, but the double team was there down at the block, and just a little out of control was Pagel.
Emily Cost is the last Beaver on the floor to round out the starting lineup for the Beavers. It'll be Reichert bringing it up. They get it back to her in the corner. Now they go inside to Koss. Koss gets it over Pagel and gets the bucket off the glass right inside and right in front of the bucket.
Yeah, she spun to her left, and there wasn't really any weak side help there for Upper Iowa. Need to rotate down low.
Whitney Kiefer has on the right wing, gives it back to Herrick. Herrick driving inside. Now will pull it from about 9 feet out, in and out, and it'll be Rash coming down with the rebound. She'll bring it past half court, guarded by Kiefer. 25 seconds of the shot clock, 13:37 remaining here in the first half. Sam Thrapp nearly had to steal. And it'll remain Bemidji State basketball as it was last touched by Thrapp on the near sideline. Lauren Buck will check into the game for the Peacocks. Buck, a 5'11" sophomore out of Anamosa, Iowa. Played a lot of good minutes last night for the Peacocks. Really saw only 20 minutes of action, so she only played a half, but she contributed 9 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and was 4 of 7 from the floor. Rash has on the right wing, now cross-court pass to McKee. McKee guarded by Herrick. Will send it back to Altoff. Altoff driving inside, using that right-handed jumper, no good. And Kiefer will pull down the rebound. Had a defender behind her, but Kiefer is able to outrun her. Now we'll give it off to Sam Thrapp on the left wing. Thrapp driving inside, now kick it out to Buck. Buck will shoot over Koss, and it's off the back iron. Offensive rebound, though, by Kiefer, and she'll be fouled and go to the line. Looks like she almost got hit in the eye, too.
Yeah, good mid-range shot there from Lauren Buck. That's what she really goes for. But on the rebound, Whitney Kiefer crashed, like Coach Carol Russell and all this coaching staff really emphasize crash on the offensive end so you can get a second chance.
Kiefer at the free throw line. Normally an 83% free throw shooter, but she misses the first one there. Leads the team with 54 steals. She's also averaging 1.7 assists per game and 6.7 rebounds per game. That's tied for first on the team with Carly Pagel. Lindsey Carroll will check into the game for the first time for the Peacocks. Carroll, the 5'6" sophomore guard out of Roscoe, Illinois. Kiefer good on the second of 2 free throws. It's now a 13-9 lead for Upper Iowa after starting this game 8-2 over Bemidji State. The Beavers will swing it around. They get it over to McKee. Now they'll swing it back to her on the left wing. 17 seconds on the shot clock. They get over to Rash on the skip pass. A dangerous pass, trying to get it back to McKee. Kiefer nearly had another steal there. And again, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Rash has it from straightaway, guarded by Thrapp. Now we'll give it off to Reichert. Reichert will pull it from 3, no good. Costa for the offensive rebound, though, working against Garcia. Lost it for a second, and now the Beavers will reset their offense. They go to the corner to McKee. McKee will pull it from 3, no good off the mark. No one there for the rebound, though, again, as Altoff pulls it down, and she'll pull up from the baseline. No good on the jumper. So, again, the Peacocks giving up way too many offensive rebounds down low, and that was about 4 different looks for the Beavers before a foul was finally called on Koss.
Yeah, the negative on that possession was that Upper Iowa just couldn't box out and get that defensive rebound. The positive is they switched to a 2-3 zone for the first time tonight. That looked really good. Bemidji tried to stretch it out with some 3-point looks. Upper Iowa really stuck with it.
13-9 at the 12-minute mark here in the first half. The Peacocks leading by 4. We have another foul on the Beavers. That'll be their fifth team foul, and that foul will go against number 20. That's Reichert, the 5'6" freshman guard for the Beavers. So Coach Kerfman for the Bemidji State, not liking the starting lineup, made a full substitution. Peacocks trying to answer on the other end. 3 on the way from Lindsey Carroll, no good. And pulling down the rebound was Althoff. She'll give it off to Reichert. She'll bring it past half court for the Beavers. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Althoff pulling up from a long 2. No good. Nearly an offensive rebound by the Beavers as number 23, McKee, was driving the baseline, trying to get that offensive board. Lindsey Carroll providing good pressure there. And last touched out of bounds by the Beavers.
Yeah, Lindsey Carroll just a good box out there on the perimeter and didn't let the person she was guarding go get that rebound. Good hustle.
11:37 remaining here in the first half. Peacock still with a 4-point lead. Lauren Buck has it at the left elbow. Now she'll give it off to Thrapp on the left wing. Lindsey Carroll calling for it from the top of the arc. Now they'll give it to her on the left wing. Guarded by McKee. Carroll trying to go in low. Kick ball out of bounds by McKee. And it'll remain Peacock basketball.
Yeah, Lindsey Carroll, if you're going to look inside, maybe give a pass fake and then try to go to the other side of your defender. If not, just swing it back around the perimeter.
It'll be Sam Thrapp inbounding the basketball. 15 seconds on the Peacock shot clock. Hits it into Buck. Buck was looking for the backdoor cut right away. And now they'll give it back to Thrapp so she can reset the offense. We're under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Thrapp moving to her left. Offensive screen by Garcia. And she's called for the foul. It was just a hard screen as number 20, Emily Reichert, hit the floor. So second team foul called against the Peacocks. First personal foul called against Garcia.
Yeah, it looked like Garcia was set, but if there was anything there, I think she put up her right shoulder and kind of took a chunk out of Reichert.
It'll be a turnover on the Beavers, though, as the Peacocks get the basketball right back, as Rash was on the far sideline. She had a foot on the far sideline as she got the pass from Reichert. Sam Thrapp will bring it up for Upper Iowa. 11 minutes remaining here in the first half. Stephen Wilson alongside Cooper Widenthaler, broadcasting live from Dorman Gymnasium for this NSIC contest. Peacocks get it down low to the baseline to Garcia, but they have it tipped away. It was McKee getting a hand on it. It's Rash coming the other way. Rash gets in the paint. Now off the pull up, give it off to Althoff from 3, and she drains it from straight away.
Yeah, Althoff came in shooting just 25% from 3. Only attempted 12 coming into tonight. Already attempted 1 of 2, so need to look out for that if you're Upper Iowa.
Althoff can play inside out for this Beaver squad. Lindsey Carroll pulls it down right before this half-court line, and she saved it to Chelsea Garcia. Heads-up play there from the sophomore guard. Whitney Kiefer has it with 9 seconds on the shot clock on the left wing. Kiefer's going to have to do something with it quickly. Gives it up to Garcia. Now looking for some help. Gives it to Lindsey Carroll. Carroll driving baseline with just 1 second on the shot clock. Blocked by Koss, and it'll be Bemidji State basketball. And checking into the game for the Peacocks, Carly Pagel will relieve Lauren Buck. Lauren Buck put in a couple good minutes, but not able to get on the scoreboard. It'll be Reichert bringing the basketball up for the Beavers, guarded by Lindsey Carroll from straight away, using the screen from Althoff, will pull up from 15 feet, and she's got the bucket from straight away. Timeout called by the Peacocks as the Beavers now have a 14-13 lead with just 9:58 remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, Beavers with their first lead. Upper Iowa's defense has kind of slowed down Bemidji State, really moving the ball well offensively.
You're listening to UIU Women's Basketball. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, the final 9:58 of the first half. This is UIU Women's Basketball, and it's only on the Peacock Sports Network.
Scott Pharmacy in Fayette invites you to stop in for all of your prescription and non-prescription pharmaceutical needs. Scott Pharmacy in Fayette is open weekdays 8:30 till 5:30 and Saturdays 8:30 till 12:30. For your convenience, Scott Pharmacy offers free mail-outs and competitive prices with the buying power of a Value Right pharmacy. Scott Pharmacy, 238 South Main Street, Fayette. Call toll-free 800-246-0024. Scott Pharmacy, a proud sponsor of Upper Iowa University Academics and Athletics.
Welcome back to the Peacock Sports Network. Stephen Wilson alongside Cooper Widenthaler. Will be Peacock basketball. The women's team looking to score as they're now down for the first time in this game. They had an 8-2 start to this game as they turn it over on the far end. And coming back the other way is Reichert for the Beavers. She'll give it off to Rash. Rash driving inside, pulls up over Buck, and somehow got that shot to fall off the glass.
Yeah, just kind of a look-what-I-found shot. But they're Bemidji now, their biggest lead of the game at 3 points, under 10 minutes remaining in the first half.
16-13. BSU leading over the Peacocks. Whitney Kiefer trying to tie the game with a long 3, no good. Last touch by Althoff, but Lauren Buck somehow touched that. I don't know why she would do that on the far sideline. Checking into the game for Upper Iowa will be Laura Tahark She had 14 points in last night's game against the Golden Eagles. 11 of those came in the second half to Hark, a 5'5" sophomore guard out of Algona, Iowa. Also into the game will be Olivia Meyer. When we come back, it's the 5'8" sophomore guard out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. You're listening to UIU Women's Basketball, and it's only on the Peacock Sports Network.
See yourself at Upper Iowa University, where small class sizes and 8-week terms with 2-at-a-time courses will help you achieve your academic goals in less time and with less debt than many other schools. Schedule a campus visit today. Applications accepted anytime. No application fees ever for Fayette campus students. Details available at www.uiu.edu. Upper Iowa University. Quality education with a personal touch. See for yourself.
Choosing a quality company to transport your group is an important decision. WinStar Lines is Iowa's premier motor coach provider. Their new Dubuque location now serves Northeast Iowa and offers deluxe motor coaches available for chartered group outings, corporate events, and local nationwide trips. All have reclining seats, an onboard restroom, DVD with multiple monitors, electrical outlets, and many now have Wi-Fi and DirecTV. Drivers are safe, friendly, and accommodating. Call WinStar at 641-423-6400 to charter a motor coach today.
Welcome back to the Peacock Sports Network. It will be Bemidji State basketball here on the Peacock Sports Network. 9-10 and counting here in the first half. Bemidji State with their largest lead of the game, 16-13. It'll be coming this way to McKee as she cross-court pass to Reichert. Althoff has it. Now they'll go inside to Koss. It's a good double team by to Hark, and she gets the steal as she pulled that one right out of the hands of the big 6'2" senior from Eagan, Minnesota for the Beavers. Herrick looking to answer on the other end. Three-pointer, no good, but Olivia Winker pulling down the offensive rebound. Herrick will get another shot at it, guarded by McKee from straight away. Now gets it over to Hark. They go inside to Winkler on the left block. Winkler using a couple of spins and gets the bucket off the glass. So Winkler really providing a spark off the bench for the Peacock squad.
Yeah, Winkler coming in, a really quick spin move, and the thing is she did it as soon as she got the ball. That's what you want to do as a post player. Go to your move right away.
Reichert trying to answer. They go inside to Koss. Now they'll have to kick it back out. 18 seconds on the shot clock for Bemidji State. Lash has it. Now cross-court pass to McKee. McKee will blow it from three. No good off the mark. Long rebound pulled down by Tahark. So Tahark coming off the bench, providing a couple good minutes for UIU. Inside pass to Pagel. She'll have to kick it back out to Herrick, and Herrick draws some contact. But again, another charging foul called against Jennifer Herrick in this first half.
Yeah, so twice Upper Iowa has drove the ball, just kind of been out of control down low in the lane, and every time that's going to be an easy call for the officials.
Excuse me, that's Herrick's first personal foul, so the other charging call, I guess, went against Whitney Kiefer earlier in this game. Kiefer 0 of 2 from beyond the arc, and last night's game she was 3 of 5, so she can still get to that same offensive output from beyond the arc, but she'll have to make her final 3 shots from beyond the arc. Going quickly the other way for BSU is Lee, as Morgan Lee finds her shot on the baseline. Jennifer Herrick coming the other way for UIU, gets it up ahead to Meyer, and now the Peacocks will reset. 23 seconds of the shot clock, 7 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the first half. Herrick has in the right wing, free throw line extended, now we'll go to cross-court passes to Hark from 3 on the way short, and Althoff will pull down the rebound. Dark, a great three-point shooter for this Peacock squad, but just out of range on that one. Reichert puts up a shot. Olivia Meyer didn't know that the shot was up and got lucky on that one as the foul is called against Westling. And that'll be her first personal foul, 16th foul for the Beavers in this first half.
Yeah, as soon as the shot went up, Olivia Meyer was looking for her girl to box out. She was going to make contact and then turn, but the shot got to her before she could make that turn. Peg will have a seat as Chelsea Garcia checks back into the game. Garcia, 5'9" senior out of Minnetonka, Minnesota. Pagel has 4 points in tonight's game on 2 of 3 shooting, but has been quiet for the last couple of minutes. Herrick has it on the left wing, using the screen from Garcia. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Now they go over to Zark, open from 3 on the way, and she's got it. Yeah, much better shot there from Laura Terhark. She got her elbow up above her ear, and great form there from Laura Terhark. Terhark was 4 of 9 from beyond the arc in last night's game. Thompson has it from straight away. Moving to her left now, guarded by Herrick. Now they'll swing it around to Youngblood. On 3 on the way, no good.
Womack can't pull down the rebound. Garcia doing a good job stripping the ball from her twice. Now Herrick strips it from her, and it'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Westling.
Yeah, Womack down low, just not a great ball handler, just a post player. So Upper Iowa has taken advantage of that and slapped at the ball numerous times already in this game.
So it was an 18-15 lead for the Beavers moments ago before Tahark tied it up with a three-pointer from the corner. Herrick bringing it past half court. Guarded by Westling from straight away. 15 seconds in the shot clock. Now they'll give it over to Meyer. Now they'll swing it around back to Herrick. She was open from three, thought about it for a second. Now will drive inside from 10 feet out, no good. And she didn't go for the rebound. Thompson pulling it down instead. Going quickly the other way, gets inside the lane, has it stripped. And Herrick will call for her second personal foul as she drew a little bit too much contact down low.
Yeah, Jennifer Herrick struggling to start here on offense. She's 0 of 4, all of which have been good shot attempts, a couple mid-range jumpers, but on defense, a couple of silly fouls. Need to see her senior leadership show up in this game if the Peacocks want to have a chance.
Thompson will go to the free throw line. Coming into tonight's game, she's an 82% free throw shooter this season. First free throw is up and good, and the Beavers regain the lead 18-19 with 6:09 remaining here in the first half. Stephen Wilson alongside Cooper Widenthaler. Second free throw is up and out. And it rimmed out. Looking ahead from Meyer. Garcia was trying to get the quick outlet pass, but it was knocked out of bounds by Morgan Lee. And luckily, it'll remain Peacock basketball. Herrick will get the inbounds pass. Herrick will bring it past half court, gets it over to Meyer on the right wing. Meyer's looking inside now, looking for some help. Gets to Garcia straight away. Now back to Herrick. Herrick thought about the three. Guarded by Westling on the left wing. Gives it back to Garcia. Right elbow extended. They go inside pass to Winkler. Winkler using the left hand, just not able to get to fall as that one hit the glass, the rim, and then nothing but air. Going the other way is Westling. Westling trying to answer, no good. Womack with the offensive rebound. Can't get the first to fall, and she's fouled by Olivia Winkler. Winkler looked like she was just boxing out on that play, but Womack able to pick up the foul, and actually that's going to go the other way. So foul called against the Beavers, and Olivia Winkler will go to the free throw line for a chance at a 1+1.
Yeah, Winkler was boxing out Womack. I've said it numerous times, if you get good position, good things will happen. Just an easy over-the-back call for the officials.
Chelsea Garcia will have another break as Carly Pagel checks back into the game. Pagel already with 4 points, the freshman out of Sumner, Iowa. All-time leading scorer and rebounder at Sumner Fredericksburg High School. Winkler at the free throw line. First free throw is up and good. She'll get another look at it. Coming into tonight's game, Winkler not really the eye-popping scorer, only 2.1 points per game, but a 75% free throw shooter this season. Second free throw is in and out, and it's the Beavers coming the other way. 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. Thompson has it past half court for the Beavers. Guarded by Sam Thrapp, going to her right side. Now we'll kick it out to Youngblood. Has to save it, not able to do so. Sends it right into Carly Pagel, and Sam Thrapp will get it coming the other way. Nearly lost it right at half court, and now she'll try and find someone to get it to. Finally, Olivia Meyer comes back and helps her out. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Just over 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. We're all tied up 19-19. Carly Pagel has it for the Peacocks from straight away. Now over to Tahark. Tahark on the mismatch, much shorter than Melissa Youngblood for the Beavers. Sam Thrapp with 4 seconds on the shot clock, driving right side of the lane, throws up a shot, no good, didn't touch the rim, and it'll be a shot clock violation for the Peacocks.
Yeah, not the best shot attempt there for Upper Iowa. Sam Thrapp, good drive, maybe looked for the kick there, but instead she had just a little layup shot as she was falling out of bounds.
I talked to Sam about that earlier last night in the pregame show. She said she doesn't know about the shot selection really, but she's just trying to draw some contacts or even get the bucket if she's lucky enough.
Yeah, point guard, that's what you want to do, and Sam Thrapp is really good at that, getting inside the lane and drawing some contact, but that time she doesn't draw that foul like she wanted.
Riker back into the game for the Beavers. Will bring it up, as is Altoff. Nearly stolen away by the Peacocks. They go inside to Koss. Now they'll kick it out to Rash. Rash driving the lane, blocked by Lauren Buck. Lauren Buck checking in the game after the last break. Gets a big block for the Peacocks. And UIU is able to take the lead on this possession. 19-19, 4:24 remaining here in the first half. Whitney Kiefer has it on the left wing. Now back to Pagel. And Thrapp now has it on the right wing. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Kiefer has it on the left wing. Now she's trying to get it inside to Pagel. She does. Pagel trying to work that baseline. Blocked by Koss. Kiefer able to get it. 4 seconds on the shot clock. They have to take a quick shot to Hark. Pulling up from 3 from way downtown. Not able to get it. And it's the Beavers coming down with the rebound. Outlet pass to Rash, not able to get it to her teammate Reichert, who's underneath the basket, stolen away by Kiefer. Kiefer coming the other way, finds Sahark from 3 on the way, and good! So a 5-point swing for the Peacocks, as that was a heads-up play by Sam Thrapp and Whitney Kiefer on this end, and a good pass by Kiefer on the other end.
Yeah, Terhark 2 for 3 from deep. That's a no-brainer for Kiefer. Give Terhark the ball in the corner when she's wide open.
It'll be Lee with it. Now over to Alsop. Alsop pulling up from 3, trying to answer, no good. Peacocks regain the lead. Their first lead since the 10-minute mark. Actually, right about the 11-minute mark. It's a 22-19 lead for the Peacocks. Foul on the floor. That'll be Reichert's second personal foul and the 18th foul on the Beavers in this first half. Sam Thrapp going to the line, shoot 1+1.
As Upper Iowa was trying to get the ball to their point guard, Sam Thrapp, the outlet pass. Reichert just too much contact as she was trying to get her hand in the passing lane. Just pushed Thrapp a little too much.
Sam Thrapp, a pretty good free throw shooter this season, averaging 85% from the free throw line. Good on the first, second off the mark though. Koss able to pull down the rebound. Koss has that taped up right shoulder, has a big brace on it. It'll be Rash with the basketball from straight away. Now she'll find Althoff pulling up from 3 again. Off the mark. Kiefer pulling down the rebound. Kiefer coming quickly the other way. 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the first half. They're looking inside for Pagel, and they're not able to get it to Morgan Lee. Trying to save it as Rash got the steal down low on her own baseline. Was trying to send it near sideline for Morgan Lee. Lee not able to get there in time as the Beavers turn it over on that possession. It'll be Peacock basketball on the near sideline. Whitney Kiefer will inbound it for UIU. 3 minutes and change here in the first half. Peacocks leading by 4. Lawrence Hark open from 3, and she drains it from way downtown. That was all the way from DT's Pub and Primetime Pizza, where Tahark was, as she drained that 3. Tahark leading the way for this team with 9 points on 3 of 5 shooting. All 3 of her shots from downtown.
Yeah, Laura Tahark had 12 points last night, most of which came late in the game, but tonight making an influence early. 3 of 5 from deep, 9 points, 2 steals, and a rebound.
You're listening to UIU Women's Basketball, the final 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Right after this commercial break, you're listening to the Peacock Sports Network.
Yellow Book presents Quick, Make a Decision now. Today's contestant has been wrapped in chains, locked with padlocks, and lowered into an incredibly deep pool of water. Sally, if you need a locksmith at night, would you A, dial 411, B, go to yellowbook.com. Close enough. Yellowbook.com. When you need something at a moment's notice, that's a Yellow Book moment.
Welcome back to the Peacock Sports Network. Stephen Wilson alongside Cooper Widenthaler. They go inside quickly. The Beavers due to Koss. Good pass from Althoff down low. It's the Peacocks with a 7-point lead with just 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining before halftime. And going to the free throw line will be Emily Koss, the big 6'2" senior out of Eagan, Montana, for this Beaver squad. First free throw is up and no good off the back iron. Koss normally a 20% free throw shooter, although she's only taken 20 shots from the free throw line. She does have 14 blocks this season. No good on the second free throw. Out top there for the putback, though. She gets the offensive rebound on the right block. It's now a 26-21 ball game. Peacocks had a big lead there of 7, their largest of the night. Tahark trying to improve upon that from 3. No good off the mark. And it's Riker coming down with a long rebound. Sam Thrapp found her in the corner. Found Tahark in the corner, not able to get it to fall, though. Travel on the other way for the Beavers. Reichert took one too many steps down low, and that's another turnover for this Beaver squad. That'll be turnover number 10 in this first half.
Yeah, it was a 2-on-1 for Bemidji, but Thrapp and Terhark both got back and played defense, really putting pressure on Lene Rash for the travel.
Whitney Kiefer has it on the left wing. Now finds Lauren Buck from 3 on the way. Lauren Buck's got it from downtown. It's now a 29-21 lead for the Peacocks with 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Reichert trying to answer, guarded by Tahark. Now has it on the right wing, sends it back to Althoff. Althoff fakes the shot and the pass. Now we'll send it over to Rash. Rash driving inside, using the right-hander, and she'll get the bucket off the glass.
Looked like a travel there from Lene Rash. She'd used a little pro hop, and then both feet didn't land at the same time. They were called for that earlier in the game, but that time Lene Rash gets away with it.
So the Beavers able to cut into this 8-point lead for the Peacocks, now down to just 6. 29-23, minute 30 remaining here in the first half. Kiefer has it on the right block, has to save it into Sam Thrapp. Thrapp going for the basketball, as was Reichert, and Reichert will be called for the foul as they drew a little bit too much contact. UIU women's basketball is brought to you by Windstar Lines. Windstar Lines is the official charter bus for Peacock Athletics. Windstar Lines is your premier ground transportation source in the Midwest. Call 1-888-494-6378 to charter a motor coach today. First free throw is up and good by Sam Thrapp. It's now a 30-29 lead for the Peacocks. UIU women's basketball is also brought to you by Coke Zero. What's better than drinking Coke Zero? Earning awesome prizes while you do it. Drink a Coke Zero today and visit mycokerewards.com. Coke Zero, real Coke taste and 0 calories. Sam Thrapp good on both free throws, normally an 83% free throw shooter. Thrapp now has 6 points for the Peacocks. She also has 4 assists. Althoff pulling up from the elbow, and she answers Thrapp's free throw with a bucket of her own. It's now a 31-25 ball game with just a minute left here from Dorman Gymnasium. Sam Thrapp has it for the Peacocks. Lauren Buck faking the 3. 19 seconds on the shot clock. We're under a minute. They get inside to Pagel. Pagel trying to use the spin move. She faked her shot to the right, but she traveled as she took an extra step there down in the paint.
I believe Carly Pagel down low was called for the 3 seconds. So apparently spending a little bit too much time in the lane there trying to post up. Morgan
Lee using the double screen from Althoff and Koss, trying to get it back out to McKee. Finally does. 17 seconds on the shot clock. There's a 20-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. McKee has it on the near sideline, working against the Hart. Has her shot blocked out of bounds by Lauren Buck. That's block number 2 for Lauren Buck, the 5'11" sophomore out of Anamosa, Iowa.
Yeah, Lauren Buck now 16 blocks on the season. That's twice as many as the next closest for Upper Iowa. Continues to use those long arms down low.
8 seconds on the shot clock for the Beavers. They get it into Althoff. Fakes the 3. Pulls up from about 15 feet out. No good off the back glass and the iron. As Rash pulling down the offensive rebound. Tip pass by Buck. Kiefer comes down with the steal. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Kiefer trying to go coast to coast. Gets inside. Has her shot blocked by Rash. Gets her own rebound. And is finally fouled with just 15 seconds remaining here in the first half. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. So Whitney Kiefer, 3 of 5 from the floor for 7 points for this Peacock squad, with a chance to put her team up by as much as 8 going to the break. First free throw is up and no good. It'll remain a 31-25 ball game. Kiefer, second free throw up and good. And the Peacocks back to a 7-point lead.
Yeah, Whitney Kiefer, 8 points, already has 7 rebounds, 5 of those on the defensive end, so she's boxing out and doing her job very well. Rebounding team-wise, Bemidji does have a 23-16 advantage, and most of those on second chances on the offensive end.
It'll be Lee bringing the basketball up for the Beavers, gets it to Althoff. Peacocks in the zone, and the Beavers beat it. Althoff getting the bucket from 15 feet out, right at that right elbow. 4 seconds and counting here on the game clock. Sam Thrapp trying to find something for a last-second shot. Going inside to a wide-open Olivia Meyer on the baseline. But it was after the buzzer sounded. And that'll be halftime. It's the Peacocks with a 5-point lead, 32-27 at the half. You're listening to UIU Women's Basketball broadcasting live. And it's only on the Peacock Sports Network.
See yourself at Upper Iowa University, where small class sizes and 8-week terms with 2-at-a-time courses will help you achieve your academic goals in less time and with less debt than many other schools. Schedule a campus visit today. Applications accepted anytime. No application fees ever for Fayette campus students. Details available at www.uiu.edu. Upper Iowa University. Quality education with a personal touch. See for yourself.
Welcome back to the Peacock Sports Network. Stephen Wilson alongside Cooper Widenthaler, broadcasting courtside here from Dorman Gymnasium. It's the Peacocks and Beavers at halftime, and Upper Iowa's got a 5-point lead. Coop, we've got some scores around for the NSIC.
Yeah, every score final other than Upper Iowa's. Augie defeated Minot 94-66. Winona defeated Crookston 61-41. Mankato over Duluth 77-71. Moorhead over Southwest 72-62. Mary in an upset over Wayne State 57-54. Concordia defeats St. Cloud 66-62. And Northern over University of Sioux Falls 54-48.
A couple of big scores for you from around the NSIC. Augustana, boy, really staying hot. The number 12 team in the nation, and they get the win here tonight, 94-66 over Minot State. Also, Winona State getting a couple wins, now just on a 3-game win streak after losing both games on the road last week into University of Mary and Minot State. So Minot State falling, and I saw that game live. Carly Bogue was really tearing it up for the Beavers inside against this Peacock squad, but in tonight's game against the Beavers, you'd think the Beavers would go inside a little bit more to Kate Warmack and Emily Koss.
Yeah, last night against Crookston, Upper Iowa did win the points in the paint category. Tonight, you'd think they'd go inside to Warmack. Upper Iowa has had struggles defending a post player, especially someone like Kate Warmack. She's gotten the ball down low. Warmack does have only 4 points tonight, does have 5 rebounds, so she's getting some boards, 2 of 5 from the field, so Upper Iowa has accounted for her down low and has been able to stop her so far.
We saw last night against the Golden Eagles of Minnesota Crookston, Katrina Mekadic getting 8 of her 10 points in the first half. Peacocks doing some good second half adjustments. And usually Upper Iowa struggling against some good centers and forwards in this league. Against Anika Whiting from Concordia, she had 24 points against Minnesota State. They had 24 points from their big forward, as did a couple other teams playing the Peacocks this season. And I mentioned it before, Carly Bogue tearing us up inside, 37 points, 12 rebounds for the Beavers. That was a 78-63 loss for Upper Iowa on the road last Friday night. They also lost to UMary. UMary got the win in NSIC action tonight, as did Winona State. The Peacocks looking for the first 2-game win streak this season, as they defeated Minnesota Crookston last night, 91-68. We're going to have assistant coach Kevin Bradley joining us on the Peacock Athletic Fund's halftime show. We'd like to remind you to like our Facebook page, to follow your favorite team online. Search for the Peacock Athletic Department at facebook.com/Upper Iowa Athletics. Like our page to see all the latest stories, photos, videos, stats, and more. Did you know, Peacock fans, you can also follow the Peacocks on Twitter? Just search for the handle at UIU Peacocks to see all the action as it happens live. We're now joined by assistant men's basketball coach Kevin Bradley. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks, Stephen.
Coach, let's talk a little bit about your win last night over the Golden Eagles. Really came out on fire, especially on defense in that second half, and got out to a big run, extending your lead to double digits.
Yeah, the kids really came out, and we were much more aggressive, and I thought we executed some things better in the second half. We guarded a lot better in the full court, and we really did a nice job rebounding and getting out in transition in the second half, which is a big part of what we're trying to emphasize right now, the last part of the season right here, getting our kids out in space and let them play a little bit more. They did a great job in the second half defensively.
Coach, talk about what it's been like for you to coach this defense. I know you really have taken the defense under your wing, and to get a player like David Smith into the starting lineup. You were talking to Coach Dolan all this past week about how defense had to be so key, and David Smith finally getting the start for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I think David has done a fantastic job for us all year, both offensively and defensively. He's done a great job, and David's really kind of his calling card is his defense. He does a great job with his athleticism and his versatility. He really can guard 1 through 4, we think, very comfortably. And so with that type of athlete, that type of player out there, we can really do some different things and have some different matchups for him and really kind of use his strengths a lot. And so he was a great bonus last night. I think he really made a difference out there on the defensive end, guarding the basketball and rebounding, and he did a really nice job.
UIU men's basketball coach Kevin Bradley joining us on the Peacock Athletic Fund halftime show. It's the Peacocks leading 32-27 in women's basketball at halftime here from Dorman Gymnasium. Coach, talking about David Smith, let's continue on that. Will we see a matchup with Smith against Crockwell tonight for the Beavers? I know he's the leading scorer for BSU coming into tonight.
Yeah, I think, with what we run defensively, a lot of times we don't talk a lot about matchups and guys guarding guys, just for the simple fact that because of our press, a lot of times we just get matched up with guys, and so it's really the responsibility of everybody to know personnel, know what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, what they do really well, and making sure that we get matched up and then just guarding. Ideally, Dave, that would be a good matchup for David. I think David's got a couple different spots that I think we need to really exploit a little bit tonight defensively, let him guard a couple different positions. But we really try to just have guys match up, and just it's everybody's responsibility just to kind of guard individual players.
You talked about the press and getting a little bit confused or mixed up on different players. I've seen Jake Hughes even in the post guarding some of the big men. Do you hate to see that, or is that something that he kind of does okay enough?
Yeah, not as much as I hate seeing layups on the other end. So if Jake, there's times in our transition defense, just with the press and the way that we teach transition defense, that guys just have to match up with guys, and we're not so worried about Tucker has to guard a certain guy, Jake has to guard a certain guy. It's just let's get the ball stopped, let's get the defense set, and let's switch back at opportune times for better matchups when they present themselves, and they always do each possession.
Coach Kevin Bradley joining us on the Peacock Athletic Fund halftime show. Coach, what is it about the team getting a good first half of play that really determines the outcome of the game? The Peacocks are 12-0 this season when leading after the first half of play. Compare that with just a 1-5 mark when you're trailing at halftime. What is it about that fast start?
Well, I think it's just about rhythm. And, when we set the tone and we come out, we're ready to go defensively and make things difficult for offenses to struggle in the score in the half court or in the full court. Nobody really gets into a good rhythm, and I think that goes a long way. But when teams are able to come in the first half and knock down shots, it's a little bit of a struggle. Teams are in a rhythm offensively. They know what they want to do, and they get good looks, and you really have to work that much harder to get teams out of that rhythm. So when you're able to come out and set the tone defensively and make offenses really struggle to get good looks or scores, I think it helps you out as the game progresses, and it's allowed us to have some leads going in the halftime and build on those in the second half.
Now, I know every coach wants to keep the team focused on the very next game, but when you look at your schedule ahead, Southwest Minnesota State's going to be a tough one, as is MSU Moorhead and Northern State here at home on the 1st and 2nd of February, and then Duluth on the road should be a little bit easier than St. Cloud State the very next day, and then Minnesota State and Augustana the next 2 weekends. How important is this win here tonight against Bemidji State, and are you stressing that to the guys at all, that this is pretty much a must-win because of the remaining schedule for you guys?
Well, I think first and foremost, our league is so difficult, game in and game out. There is no easy win. I really thought we struggled in the first half, even last night, and then our guys played much better in the second half against Crookston, who is a very talented team. Their record doesn't indicate that, but they're a very good, very athletic team. I think they do a very good job. But there's just no easy win. There is no easy game on our schedule at all. And, first and foremost, I think we need to play well on a Saturday at home. We haven't played well on Saturday 2 straight weekends at home, getting beat by both Southwest at home and earlier this season to Augustana. So we need to play well at home on Saturday. I think that's first and foremost kind of been our big emphasis today to our guys, that we need to play well at home the second day and kind of finish out the weekend.
Coach, talk about this BSU team coming in. Last season they were the regular season champions. What do the Peacocks need to do? Give me a couple of your keys to tonight to get the victory here at home.
Well, I definitely think transition defense is a big thing. This is a team that, although they only score high 60, 67, 68 points per game, this is a team that is very good in transition with Rongstad and Crockwell and Edwards, and do a really nice job of getting out in transition, and their bigs, Mason and Noreen, and even Rosenblum do a good job of getting up and down in transition, and they get a lot of easy baskets. So we have to make sure that they're scoring in the half court, and we're making things difficult for them in the half court, and they're not getting easy transition baskets. And this team is so good on the offensive glass. They've got 3-4 guys that do a great job getting on the glass, and we have to make sure we do a good job of finishing possessions. And I think the real big one for us is just making sure that we're tough in a couple different aspects. You know, making sure we're tough with the basketball, mentally taking care of the ball, making good cuts, and they're such a physical team that we have to make sure that we do a good job of cutting hard and cutting aggressively and taking care of the basketball. And I think we're going to get good opportunities if we do those.
The Peacocks doing a good job of passing the ball last night. Coach, one last question for you. Lance Rongsan from this BSU squad. He's a two-sport athlete for Bemidji State, was the quarterback, and now point guard, you said, for the Beavers. Also a 1,000-point scorer for the men's basketball team.
Yeah, just scored his last night.
Would you ever wish that Cole Jaskey tried out for the basketball team?
Absolutely. I tell you what, I have a lot of respect for kids that are able to play two sports at the collegiate level. The time restraints and the demand that it requires for just a sport, one sport athlete to do that is pretty remarkable. But then to have a kid play two sports is quite impressive.
Especially football and basketball.
The timing is always so difficult because a lot of times it takes him a little bit. Obviously, he's done this now for 4 years. It always takes him until January to kind of get his legs back from and get out of football shape and back into basketball shape. And he's been a very good addition. He's been a very good player for them.
Coach, good luck tonight. Thank you for joining us on the Peacock Athletic Fun Halftime Show.
Thank you. My pleasure, Steven.
That was Kevin Bradley joining us for a quick interview about his team's chances tonight. It'll be the Peacocks at 8 p.m. taking on the Beavers of Bemidji State. Bemidji State entering with an 8-7 overall record and a 6-5 mark in the NSIC compared to an 8-3 NSIC mark for the Peacocks in conference play, and a 12-5 overall record. The 12 wins matches Coach Dolan's, head coach Brian Dolan's most wins this season. So if the Peacocks get the win here over Bemidji State tonight, it'll be Coach Dolan will have his all-time most wins here in a season at Upper Iowa University. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll get you the final stat, or the halftime stats, from the women's first half. It's the Peacocks leading the Beavers of Bemidji State 32-27 at the half. We're about 3 minutes away from the second half. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to UIU Women's Basketball on the Peacock Sports Network.
Choosing a quality company to transport your group is an important decision. WinStar Lines is Iowa's premier motor coach provider. Their new Dubuque location now serves Northeast Iowa and offers deluxe motor coaches available for chartered group outings, corporate events, and local nationwide trips. All have reclining seats, an onboard restroom, DVD with multiple monitors, electrical outlets, and many now have Wi-Fi and DirecTV. Drivers are safe, friendly, and accommodating. Call WinStar at 641-423-6400 to charter a motor coach today.
Welcome back to the Peacock Sports Network. Stephen Wilson alongside Cooper Widenthaler. We're broadcasting courtside here in Dorman Gymnasium on Prochaska Court. It's the Peacocks leading the Beavers at halftime 32-27. Coop, let's go over some of these halftime stats, and I'll ask you a couple questions about the keys to the second half for the Peacocks to pull off a victory.
Yeah, that first half, kind of a sloppy shooting game from both of these teams. Bemidji just over 35% Upper Iowa and even 37%. In the rebounding advantage, or in a rebounding department, Bemidji has the advantage, 23-16, including 8-4 on the offensive glass, so they're getting plenty of second chances. And then Sam Thrapp does have 4 assists and two turnovers to lead the team.
Coming into tonight's game, Thrapp was averaging right around 4.4 assists per game. That's one of the best numbers in the conference, but only 6 assists for the team. So how do the Peacocks pass the ball a little bit better in the second half?
It's pretty simple. Just keep the ball moving, and if the initial pass isn't there, look for the back door or go inside and make sure your entry pass is a good, efficient one. And if nothing's there inside, just move it back around the perimeter, and then off the ball moving as well, coming in the back door cuts, off the screens, things like that.
A couple different reasons the Peacocks have this 5-point lead at halftime. The Bemidji State Beavers shooting just 35% from the floor compared to the Peacocks 37% from the field. Peacocks also connecting on 8 of 12 free throws compared to just 1 of 4 free throws for the Beavers. Coop, let's dive right into your Victory's Restaurant Sports Lounge 3-pointers for Peacock success in the second half.
Yeah, the first one was Trustin Sam so far. She's got 4 assists, 2 turnovers, so they're excelling there. Number 2 was double-figure scores. Upper Iowa well on their way to 2 of them, Whitney Kiefer and Laura Turhark. And the third one is shooter Morgan Lee. You need to know where she is. Only had 2 points there in that first half. They're doing a good job of stopping her.
So the Peacocks really excelling at all 3 of Cooper Widenthaler's Victory's Restaurant and Sports Lounge. 3-pointers for Peacock success. They do have a 5-point lead at halftime. We're about ready to get set underway in the second half. Victory's Restaurant and Sports Lounge on Main Street in Fayette offers great food and full beverage service. Get your sports highlights downstairs on one of the 13 HD TVs or relax upstairs in their fine dining atmosphere. Whatever you're craving, Victory's in Fayette has you covered. It'll be the same starting 5 minus Chelsea Garcia for the Peacocks as Lauren Buck gets the start of the second half. It'll be Thompson, Wessling, Youngblut, Lee, and Warmack for the Beavers. It'll be Beavers getting the first possession. They have it going to the right side now. That'll be Lee pulling up from 15 feet out. No good. And Lee, as Coop mentioned, just held to 2 points at the break. Sam Thrapp coming quickly the other way for the Peacocks. We're 20 seconds in here in the second half. Jennifer Herrick moving to her right side. 16 seconds on the shot clock. They swing it around to Sam Thrapp on the left wing. Now they go down the left block to Pagel, using a couple spin moves, using the left hand, and gets the bucket off the glass.
Yeah, Carly Pagel, great move there. Went to her left, back to her right, up and under. That's what she loves to do. Got it to go there.
Lee bringing the basketball up. We'll give it off to Thompson. Thompson moving to her right. We'll swing it back around, and that's Wessling faking the 3. Going inside. Pagel strips it from her. And got hit in the face. You can see she's a little shooken up. Last touch by Lauren Buck. Buck wasn't able to get a hand on that one, at least control it before that ball went out of bounds. It'll be Lee inbounding the basketball from her own baseline. They get it back into her left corner. 3 on the way, no good. And long rebound pulled down by Lauren Buck. Good rebound there from Buck. She gets up ahead to Sam Thrapp. We're a minute in here in the second half. Thrapp going quick the other way. He's going left hand, gets the bucket off the glass. And we'll go to the line for it.
Yeah, you talked about it. She loves to drive and try to get some contact, and then that time she did get that, but also got the shot to go. So going for the 3-point play, Sam Thrapp loves to drive and did so there with efficiency.
18:55 left to go here in this game. It's the Peacocks with a 9-point lead, chance to make it 10. Sam Thrapp at the free throw line, normally an 83% free throw shooter, and she connects on it. So it's a 37-27 lead for the Peacocks, their largest of this game. They had an 8-point lead earlier in that first half. Reichert checking in the game, as is Althoff. They both touched it. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Reichert has it, moving baseline, pulling up from about 10 feet out, and gets the bucket on the lucky roll, as that one nearly went off the back iron. Sam Thrapp coming the other way for the Peacocks. 24 seconds on the shot clock, moving to her left. Now we'll give it off to Kiefer, guarded by Rash. Emily Koss also on the floor for the Beavers. Coach Kaufman making a full switch as he didn't like the starting intensity for his team. Althoff gets a steal. Sam Thrapp steals it right back. Thrapp driving inside the lane, guarded by Rash, and she'll be fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. So a heads-up play there by Sam Thrapp, and she's going to line.
Yeah, real quick, Upper Iowa's possession. They tried to do an entry pass to the post from the top of the key. You want to try to get it to the wing and then look inside, but then Sam Thrapp bailed Upper Iowa out, getting the steal and getting 2 free throws here.
2 minutes in, Sam Thrapp providing a lot of points here in the second half for Upper Iowa. She now has 9 points on just 1 of 2 shooting, so a lot of points coming from the free throw line for her. She was 5 of 6 from the charity stripe in that first half. Thrapp's first free throw is good, and she connects on both of them. It remains a 10-point lead, 39-29 at the 18-minute mark. Reichert coming the other way, gets around Kiefert. Now we'll send it back to Althoff from 3 on the way, and she had her foot on the line. That'll be a 2. It's 39-31. The Peacocks still lead by 8. 17-15 and counting here in this game. Kiefer using the screen from Pagel, moving to her left, drives inside on Koss, and we have a jump ball called. it will remain Peacock basketball as they get the possession arrow.
Yeah, Kiefer just trying to do a little bit too much there, driving into the much taller number 55 Koss, and wasn't going to get away with an easy shot there.
Koss very physical down on that post, and defensively. They get inbounded to Pagel. Pagel using a little up and under move, and she gets the right hand to the fall. So Carly Pagel starting off hot in this second half. She now has 8 points on 4 of 6 shooting.
Yeah, time and time again, they like to go to Pagel in that middle of the lane, and Bemidji State has not been able to solve that yet.
Reichert has it. We'll give it up to Rash on the right wing. A little bit of a switch from the Peacock. 17 seconds on the shot clock. They swing it around to McKee. Now back to Reichert. Reichert diving inside, gets it to Koss. Back to Altoff. Altoff from 15 feet out. Fouled. And not able to get the jumper to fall. But Altoff will be headed to the free throw line. Chelsea Altoff had a pretty good first half coming off the bench. Provided 12 minutes of play, scoring 9 points, had 4 rebounds. Turning the ball over just once. At the free throw line, her first free throw is up and good. Chelsea Altoff, the 6'1" fresh junior from Becker, Montana. Second free throw off the mark, but McKee pulling down the rebound for the Beavers. Gets the putback, no good. But gets another rebound. Gets it off to Reichert. Reichert will find Altoff open from 3 again. No good off the mark. Sam Trapp finally pulls down the rebound. So UIU not winning the rebounding battle here in the game, but still getting pretty lucky. They have a 9-point lead, 41-32. Just under 17 minutes remaining here in the game. Stephen Wilson alongside Cooper Widenthaler broadcasting courtside at Dorman Gym. They get inside to Pagel. Pagel using the right hand and does not get the bounce. She had the ball hanging on the rim and it finally fell down as it did not go through the net. Rash has it on the right wing. 20 seconds on the shot clock for the Beavers, trying to cut into this 9-point lead for UIU. Rash will pull it from 15 feet out, no good off the mark. Kiefer pulling down the rebound, and it'll be McKee called on the foul as she collided with Jennifer Herrick on the box out.
Yeah, number 23, McKee, was going in for the rebound, and Jennifer Herrick just had her boxed out as soon as the shot went up. Great position there by Jennifer Herrick down low.
Chelsea Garcia will have a seat as Laura Tark checks back into the game for the Peacocks. It's Tahark, Thrapp, Herrick, Kiefer, and Pagel on the floor for the Peacocks. For the Beavers, it'll be Reichert, Lee, Altoff, Rash, and Koss. Thrapp will bring it up, guarded by Reichert, gets past half court, 16-20 remaining here in the game. The Peacocks with a 41-32 lead. Tahark had it on the right wing, now they'll swing it around to Kiefer on the left. 12 seconds on the shot clock. They try and go inside to Pagel. Koss knocks it away. Rash pulling down the seal. Rash trying to go coast to coast. Draws contact. Won't get the shot to fall. And the foul will go against Jennifer Herrick.
Yeah, Jennifer Herrick tapped her chest there, said my bad to her teammates. Just a little bit too much contact there back in transition as she was trying to play defense and defend that layup.
So Rash will go to the free throw line. Rash, not really the jump shot type of player. She likes to drive first. She is a 79% free throw shooter this season. Her first free throw is up and good. In that first half, Rash saw 11 minutes of action, had 4 points on 2 of 3 shooting, also pulling down 2 rebounds, but did have 3 turnovers compared to just 1 assist. It's a 41-33 ball game. We're 4 minutes in here in the second half. The Peacocks leading here on the Peacock Sports Network. Rash's second free throw is up and good as the junior guard makes them both. Sam Thrapp will bring the basketball up. They get into Lindsey Carroll. Carroll checking into the game for the Peacocks in the last break. Tark fakes the 3. Now we'll kick it out to Winkler. Winkler from 15 feet out, and Winkler's got the jumper. So Olivia Winkler having her best game offensively for the Peacocks in a while.
Yeah, Tark, nice little pump fake from the corner. Drove, and then good court vision to see that Winkler, she loves that elbow 15-footer, got it to go. Winkler
averaging just 2 points a game. As the Beavers trying to answer on the other end, they get it down to Kate Warmack working against Winkler, using the right-hander and gets it to fall. Warmack faking out Winkler with the left-hand fake, left side fake, and she went with the right-hander over her left shoulder. Lindsey Carroll has it on the left wing for the Peacocks. It's a 43-36 ball game. Carroll will send it back to Thrapp. Now to Tahark from straight away. Now over to Winkler on the right wing. Back to Carroll. In 9 seconds of the shot clock, Sam Thrapp will have to do something fast. Tahark will pull it from 3 from way downtown. No good. Pagel pulls down the offensive rebound, though. Not fouled. A lot of contacts, but she traveled. So Pagel, who was getting chopped at, took one too many steps. And it'll be a turnover number 12 for the Peacocks. Excuse me, number 13 for the Peacocks.
Yeah, Pagel tried to split defenders there and just took too many steps. Go ahead and kick the ball out and get a fresh shot clock and set your offense back up.
Rash will bring the basketball up for the Beavers. She'll get it over to Warmack. Warmack looking for some help. Now we'll go to Althoff. 17 seconds in the shot clock. They get it down low to Koss. Koss working against Pagel and gets the bucket off the glass.
Yeah, Koss got the ball down low, and then in order to get separation, kind of gave Pagel a little push in order to get a better shot attempt up.
We talked about that at halftime. Why haven't they gone to this 6'2" senior more often? Also, Warmack, a 6'2" junior forward for this starting five for the Beavers. Winkler has on the left wing for the Peacocks. UIU has gone quiet in the last 2 minutes. Winkler trying to go inside, looking for Pagel. Rash was probably right in front of that pass, so good thing it was kicked out of bounds. 43-38 lead for the Peacocks with 14-17 remaining here in the first half. In the second half. Pagel will have a seat. Chelsea Garcia checking back into the game for UIU. Go to Hark, working a couple screens. She'll get the inbounds pass. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Gives it back to Thrapp. Thrapp open for three from way downtown. And she's got it. So Sam Thrapp, who was 3 of 5 from downtown last night, she has a 3 here. Offensive foul called against Rash. She was driving inside. Chelsea Garcia had her feet planted underneath the basket, and she draws the 4th team foul of the Beavers in this half.
Yeah, Garcia is really counted on for her hustle plays. Gets on the floor after the ball, is good rebounder, good post defense, and that time took a charge, and that was just a great job getting back, getting her feet planted.
So to Hark, Sam Thrapp able to get it. She was 3 of 5 from downtown last night, and the Peacocks get the turnover on the other end. It's a 46-38 ball game. Tahark has it on the left wing, guarded by Rash on the near sideline. 12 seconds in the shot clock. We'll give it back to Thrapp. Thrapp finds Carroll on the right wing. Carroll on the mismatch goes right around Koss, gets the bucket off the glass, but she traveled beforehand.
So a couple possessions here for Upper Iowa, a couple travels. Pagel tried to split defenders, and then Carroll just tried to do a little too much on the baseline drive.
Lindsey Carroll having a couple quiet games for this Peacock squad. Last night did not score against the Golden Eagles. Lee has it for the Beavers on the left wing. Now gives it off to Althoff, going inside to Warmack. Warmack putting up a shot and drew some contact from Garcia. And Garcia will be called for her. That'll be her 3rd personal foul and the 3rd team foul on the Peacocks in this half. At the free throw line, Warmack, normally an 81% free throw shooter, good on the first free throw. Warmack's taken the most free throw attempts on this team. Checking into the game for the Beavers will be Melissa Youngblood, the guard/forward, 6'1" sophomore out of Davenport, Iowa, for Bemidji State. On the floor for the Beavers is Warmack at the free throw line, no good on her second free throw attempt. Koss, Althoff, Youngblood, and Lee. Thrapp will bring the basketball up for the Peacocks, past half court. We'll get it over to Carroll in the corner. Carroll trying to get it out to Thrapp, had the ball knocked out of bounds, though, by Lee. Whitney Kiefer will check back into the game. Kiefer has to play a lot of minutes for this Peacock squad. You can't really keep her on the bench. She's just one of those players that really provides a spark offensively whenever she touches the floor. Kiefer will inbound the basketball to Thrapp. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Thrapp will pull it from 3 again from way downtown. No good. Off the back iron twice. Garcia catches the offensive rebound, but she was on the line, and the Peacocks will turn it over.
Yeah, so turnover is turning into a bit of a problem here for Upper Iowa. 3 in these last few possessions. So offense needs to start being more efficient and get that ball movement going around the perimeter.
Sam Thrapp leading the Peacocks in scoring, missing on that 3-point attempt. She does have 13 points, though. Youngblood has it from straight away. Now going inside, stolen away by Kiefer. Tahark will control it. 28 seconds of the new shot clock for the Peacocks. Garcia swinging it around to Tahark. They're going inside to Winkler. Winkler fouled by Koss and Althoff. Both had a hand on her, and Winkler will go to the free throw line.
So on a couple occasions here, Laura Turark has had really good passes to Winkler. One on the elbow where she got that 15-foot shot, and then just now a great entry pass down low, and Winkler knew she was going to draw some contact, gets 2 free throws.
Winkler going to the free throw line. First free throw is up and good. Winkler now has 6 points in tonight's game. That's the most offensive production she's had since the opening couple of weeks this season. Winkler this year, normally a 75% free throw shooter. She made 1 of 2 earlier in tonight's game. Makes both of them here as that free throw went off the back iron, up and good. She had 8 points. That's the season high for her earlier this season on the 22nd of November against Alaska. Coming the other way, the Beavers. Lee has it on the right wing. Now we'll give it off to Riker, pulling it from 3. On the way, no good. Tahark will pull down the rebound. Tahark had 4 offensive rebounds from just a 5'5" sophomore guard for the Peacocks. She had 4 offensive rebounds in last night's game against the Golden Eagles. They go down low to Winkler. Bounce pass from Kiefer, and Winkler gets the bucket off the glass. She now has her season high with 9 points. Reichert driving to the left wing, trying to answer. 12 minutes remaining here in this first half. It's the largest lead for the Peacocks. It's an 11-point lead, 50-39. Womack not able to get that shot to fall. Kiefer pulling down the rebound. And now she'll give it off to Sam Thrapp as they reset the offense. Chelsea Garcia has it from straight away. Now they'll give it off to Kiefer on the left wing. They go trying to go down low to Garcia. Loses the handle, and it's stolen away by Althoff. Going quickly the other way is Reichert. Guarded by Sam Thrapp. She'll pull it from 10 feet out. No good on the bucket. Offensive rebound not able to be collected by the Beavers, but it'll go out of bounds. Last touch by the Peacocks. So it'll be Riker inbounding the basketball from her own baseline. 11:31 remaining here in the first half. It's a 50-39 ball game. 11-point lead for the Peacocks. Reichert trying to inbound it. 30 seconds on the shot clock for the Beavers. Gets it into Althoff. Now over to Lee on the right wing. Free throw line extended. Now in the corner, they go down to Womack. Back out to Thompson. Thought about the 3, passed it up, and gives it off to Lee. Lee with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Driving baseline. Again for Tahark. They're going inside to Womack again, and she finally gets the bucket over Garcia. Inside on the block. Sam Thrapp loses it. Thompson has it on the baseline, and we have a timeout called as Thompson stole it away from Sam Thrapp, and the Beavers with a chance to cut into this 9-point lead for the Peacocks. You're listening to UIU Women's Basketball. We'll be right back with the final 11 minutes and 9 seconds here in this game. This is UIU Women's Basketball exclusively online at UpperIowaAthletics.com. This is the Peacock Sports Network.
Yellow Book presents Quick, make a decision now. Today's contestant has been wrapped in chains, locked with padlocks, and lowered into an incredibly deep pool of water. Sally, if you need a locksmith at night, would you A, dial 411, B, go to yellowbook.com. Close enough. Yellowbook.com. When you need something at a moment's notice, that's a Yellow Book moment. Get the information you need online, on your mobile, or in the book. The moment you need it, Yellow Book it. Call 1-800-YB-YELLOW or visit yellowbook.com today.
See yourself at Upper Iowa University, where small class sizes and 8-week terms with 2-at-a-time courses will help you achieve your academic goals in less time and with less debt than many other schools. Schedule a campus visit today. Applications accepted anytime. No application fees ever for Fayette campus students. Details available at www.uiu.edu. Upper Iowa University. Quality education with a personal touch. See for yourself.
Welcome back to the Peacock Sports Network. Stephen Wilson alongside Cooper Widenthaler. We're broadcasting live online. 9 points for Olivia Winkler, and the Peacocks have a 9-point lead. Winkler's highest total this season. She had 8 points against Alaska earlier this year. Now has 9 against the Beavers. Althoff has it, trying to answer with a 3, and she does. She had a 3-pointer from beyond the arc. It's now just a 6-point lead, 50-44. So 5-point swing by the Beavers over the last 2 possessions. Sam Trout bringing it up for the Peacocks. It was a 50-39 ball game at the 11-minute mark. Buck driving baseline, and she'll be fouled. That is a career high, I'm being told, for Olivia Winkler. So Winkler having a good game off the bench. I mentioned Lindsey Carroll going scoreless against Crookston last night. That was the first time all season that's happened. Sam Thrapp driving with the inbounds pass, find Lauren Buck down low, and Buck gets the easy bucket. So Buck coming in off the bench, providing a spark for the Peacocks. Driving inside is Lee. Faked out Sam Thrapp on that one. And Lee drew the foul. That'll be the first personal foul on Laura Tahark. I didn't see her touch her, and that's what Coach Carol Russell is complaining about.
Yeah, real quick, though, about Sam Throut. 13 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and only 2 turnovers. Continuing last night's success, really doing a good job leading this team, the DMAC transfer.
At the free throw line, first free throw is up and good, from Lee. 10.5 minutes remaining here in the game. It's a 52-45 lead for the Peacocks. UIU looking for their first 2-game win streak in conference play this year. They beat Southwest Minnesota State earlier. That was a 80-59 ball game back on the 5th of January before last night's defeating of Minnesota Crookston. No good on the second free throw attempt. Sam Thrapp coming the other way for the Peacocks. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Thrapp had it on the left wing. Now they're swinging around to the right to Tahark. 14 seconds on the shot clock now. Winkler has it from straight away. Looking for someone to go to now. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Tahark has it. Tahark with the screen from Buck. Buck from straight away. No. It'll be Tahark pulling up on the floater, and she'll be fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. Foul going against Shannon Thompson, a 5'7" senior guard for the Beavers. That'll be her 3rd personal foul and the 7th team foul on Bemidji State in this half.
Yeah, Tahark got the ball top of the key. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Called for the screen from Lauren Buck up top, and then used that to get to the hole. A very aggressive take. Makes her first of 2 free throws there.
Olivia Winkler getting a big slap on the back from her coach. Career high 9 points from her in tonight's game. Second free throw is good from Tahark as she connected on both of them. It's a 54-45 ball game with 10 minutes remaining. Reichert has it on the right wing for the Beavers. Now they go down low to Lee in the corner. Knocked out of bounds by Sam Thrapp. 9:49 remaining on the game clock. 19 seconds on the shot clock for Bemidji State. It'll be Lee, the leading scorer, inbounding the basketball. Has Althoff right in front of her. Now we'll give it to her. 18 seconds and counting. Stolen away. Down low on the right block by Whitney Kiefer. Kiefer trying to go coast to coast. Gets it off to Sam Thrapp. Thrapp with the right-handed layup. No good. Lauren Buck trying to get another shot off after the offensive rebound. No, now they'll kick it out to Thrapp for 3. On the way, no good. Winkler, Kiefer there. I'll get the name eventually, right? Kiefer there on the rebound, and she'll be fouled and go into the free throw line. So Whitney Kiefer, an 83% free throw shooter, also averaging right around 7 rebounds per game, going to the free throw line to improve on her 8 points already. She's 3 of 7 from the floor, has 8 rebounds in tonight's game, also has an assist. First free throw is up and good. That's the 8th team foul called against the Beavers in this half, and that's the 4th team foul going against Thompson, as she'll have a seat. Westling will check back into the game for her. Ellie Westling, the 5'10" junior guard out of Winsted, Montana. Winkler's free throws are good, as the Peacocks now have an 11-point lead, 56-45 with 9.5 minutes remaining. They go down to Rash on the baseline, guarded by Tahark. Beavers trying to answer. Westling has it on the left wing. Now back to Lee. Lee will pull it from 3 from way downtown, and Lee's got it from way beyond the arc.
So Lee, her first 3-point make of tonight, came in shooting very hot from behind the arc. Upper Iowa has been able to contain her so far.
They held her to just 2 points at the break. As the Peacocks turn it over, Pagel looking for Sam Thrapp, as that hit a referee on the far sideline. That looked like Amy Hupke. 9 minutes remaining here in the game. It's a 56-48 lead for Upper Iowa. Upper Iowa going to a zone defense. Tahark guarding against Rash on the far sideline. Driving baseline, no good on the 12-footer. And Laura Tahark will pull down the rebound. Tahark's already got a couple in tonight's game. She now has 3 rebounds. Just the 5'5" sophomore guard out of Algona, Iowa. Kiefer has it on the left wing for the Peacocks. 15 seconds in the shot clock. Calling for the screen from Buck. They switch it up. Now Rash guarding Kiefer. They go inside to Pagel. Pagel with the spin around. Now using the right-hander. Gets the bucket off the glass. And no one's more fired up on the floor than Carly Pagel and Lauren Buck.
Yeah, so Carly Pagel now the fourth Peacock in double figures. She now has 10 points and 3 rebounds, really playing well tonight. Upper Iowa really trying to find her down low.
Sam Thrapp leading the way with 13 points. Laura Tark has 11. Whitney Kiefer's got 10, as does Carly Pagel. Pagel's trying to get to 11 with a 2+1 opportunity.
Yeah, last night before the game we said Upper Iowa needs to have more people in double figures. It starts with Whitney, sometimes Carly, but other people are really starting to get involved, including Laura Terhark and Sam Thrapp.
Pagel's free throw is good as she converts on the three-point play. It's now a 59-48 lead. It remains at 11 for the Peacocks. 8 minutes and 17 seconds remaining here in the game. Reichert moving to her left. Now on the left wing, guarded by Kiefer. They go inside to Rash. Rash trying to post up against Terhark. No good. And Terhark pulls down her fourth rebound of the game. Gets it out to Sam Thrapp. 8 minutes remaining in the game as the Peacocks still with an 11-point lead. Trying to improve upon that on this possession. Thrapp gets it inside to Pagel. Pagel trying to work against Althoff. Gets around her and gets the bucket off the glass.
Yeah, Carly Pagel proving that she is a force down low. A nice, good reverse layup there. She's playing great tonight.
Biggest lead of the night for the Peacocks at 13 points. It's a 61-48 ball game, and the Bemidji State Beavers need a timeout. You're listening to the Peacock Sports Network, online exclusively at UpperIowaAthletics.com.
Scott Pharmacy in Fayette invites you to stop in for all of your prescription and non-prescription pharmaceutical needs. Scott Pharmacy in Fayette is open weekdays 8:30 till 5:30 and Saturdays 8:30 till 12:30. For your convenience, Scott Pharmacy offers free mailouts and competitive prices with the buying power of a Value Right pharmacy. Scott Pharmacy, 238 South Main Street, Fayette. Call toll-free 800-246-0024. Scott Pharmacy, a proud sponsor of Upper Iowa University Academics and Athletics.
Welcome back to the Peacock Sports Network. Stephen Wilson alongside Cooper Widenthaler. We're broadcasting live here from Dorman Gymnasium. It's the Peacocks and the Beavers, and it's Upper Iowa with their largest lead of the night at the 7:50 mark here in the second half. Upper Iowa with a 13-point lead. UIU women's basketball is brought to you by Yellowbook 360. Yellowbook 360 is a 360-degree marketing company that has been helping small businesses grow and succeed for the last 80 years. Today's consumer has different options when looking for business information, and no single marketing solution will work. Yellowbook offers a full spectrum of marketing tools and services that go beyond Yellow to lead their clients to success now and in the future. Call 1-800-YB-YELLOW to schedule a free consultation today. So, Coop, we talked about it before the break. Laura Tark coming off the bench, providing a spark, getting in double digits, now has 11 points on 3 of 7 shooting, as well as a couple other leading scorers for the Peacocks. Pagel's got 11, Thrapp's got 13, and Kiefer's got 10.
Yeah, Laura Terhark came in tonight, 11 of 20 from 3 her last 3 games, really starting to improve from behind the arc.
Rake driving inside, knocked out of her hands by Thrapp, but Althoff there to pick it up and cleans it up as she gets the bucket off the glass. So it's a 61-50 ball game, 7:36 remaining. Beavers getting the first possession after that timeout. UIU putting on a little bit of a run over the last couple of minutes. Kiefer has on the left wing, now drives inside, goes around. Althoff using the left-hander, gets the bucket off the glass. So Whitney Kiefer started off tonight slow. She had just 8 points in that first half, and now has since started to heat up in the second period. Lee has it for the Beavers. From straight away, now gives it off to Reichert. Now over to Wesleyan. Wesleyan will pull up from 3 from the left wing, no good. Kiefer pulls down the rebound. 7 minutes and counting here in the second half. It's the Peacocks with a 63-50 lead. Sam Thrapp has it on the left wing. Now we'll send it back to Pagel. Now over to Hark on the right wing. Now back to Kiefer, and we have a foul on Lee. That ball went through Kiefer's hands, but Lee got a little bit too much contact on that push.
Yeah, it looked like Chelsea Garcia was going to try to set a screen on Lee, and then as Lee was fighting through that screen, she just reached it on Kiefer a little bit too much, and she's called for the foul.
So Whitney Kiefer will go to the free throw line to shoot 1+1. Kiefer's good on the first free throw. Peacocks actually in the double bonus. Ashley Bailey will check into the game for the Peacocks. Bailey, the 6-foot forward sophomore out of Indianapolis, Indiana, for the Peacocks. Thompson will recheck into the game for the Beavers. Kiefer's second free throw is good. Warmack will inbound the basketball for Bemidji State. Down by 15 points. It's 65-50 ball game. Thompson has it moving left. Now we'll give it off to Lee. Trying to get their leading scorer going here and late in the game. Sam Thrapp able to tie it up. Now gets a steal. Gives it off to Whitney. Kiefer trying to come the other way. Now she'll pull up. Gives it off to Tahar. From 3 on the way. No good. Too far left. Thompson will pull down the rebound. And she'll bring it past half court for the Beavers. Going to the right, driving right side of the lane, blocked by Bailey. But we have a foul called against Sahark before the block. So Ashley Bailey had a smile on her face. That would have been the third block for the Peacocks.
Yeah, Ashley Bailey coming off the bench here for the first time tonight, trying to provide a spark defensively. Thought she might have had a block there, but not the case.
Thompson will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Thompson normally a 82% free throw shooter this season. She connects on the first. Fans, don't forget to tune in 15 minutes before every game this season for both the men's and women's Peacock Athletic Fun pregame show. Stephen Wilson alongside Cooper Widenthaler and Zach Carlisle. All of us break down everything you need to know about Peacock basketball, and we'll get you set for the opening tip, and it's only on the Peacock Sports Network. Again, that's 15 minutes before every basketball game here at Upper Iowa and on the road for UIU men's and women's basketball. Second free throw is no good. It remains a 65-51 ball game. Kiefer has it on the left wing. Now they go to Bailey down on the baseline. Bailey gets the bucket over McKee. And the Peacocks now have a 16-point lead, 67-51. 5:53 remaining. The Beavers get into Althoff. Now they'll hold up. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Thompson driving to the right of the lane. Gets the bucket off the glass. What a shot there from the senior guard. 67-53. It'll be Sam Thrapp bringing the basketball up for the Peacocks. Thrapp brings it past half court, guarded by Lee. Now we'll get it to Tahark on the right wing. Now back to Garcia. She's open for 3. Usually she'll take that. She'll drive right around Womack. Gets inside to Bailey. Bailey nearly had the bucket off the glass, but she missed it too strong. Thompson coming the other way quickly for the Beavers. 5:15 and counting here in the game. They go inside to Womack. Kate Womack draws some contact, and Bailey will be called for her first personal foul.
Yeah, Womack got the ball down low against Ashley Bailey, and Bailey had her hands straight up. Looked like good post defense, but maybe just a little bit too much with the body. That's her second foul of the night.
Kate Womack, an 81% free throw shooter, will go to the free throw line here to shoot 2. 5:11 remaining in the game. Womack's free throw is up and good. UIU women's basketball is brought to you by the Alpha Tap. Satisfy that hunger with the Alpha Tap. Closer than you think, the Alpha Tap is just a short drive west on Highway 18 from West Union. Serving up delicious steaks, seafood, and monster tenderloins, the Peacock faithful are always welcome at the Alpha Tap. Womack sinks them both. It's now a 67-55 ball game with 5:11 remaining. Timeout taken by the Beavers. You're listening to the UIU women's basketball exclusively online at UpperIowaAthletics.com. This is the Peacock Sports Network.
Scott Pharmacy in Fayette invites you to stop in for all of your prescription and non-prescription pharmaceutical needs. Scott Pharmacy in Fayette is open weekdays 8:30 till 5:30 and Saturdays 8:30 till 12:30. For your convenience, Scott Pharmacy offers free mailouts and competitive prices with the buying power of a Value Right pharmacy. Scott Pharmacy, 238 South Main Street, Fayette. Call toll-free 800-246-0024. Scott Pharmacy, a proud sponsor of Upper Iowa University Academics and Athletics.
Welcome back to the Peacock Sports Network. Stephen Wilson alongside Cooper Widenthaler, broadcasting live online at UpperIowaAthletics.com. And Coop, the Peacocks, if they were able to pull out this victory, I know that it's just a 12-point lead and still there's 5 minutes to play, but if they're able to get this victory, it'd be their 6th of the season, the most under Coach Carol Russell.
Yeah, this Upper Iowa women's team is really growing right before our eyes as we watch them play these games. Last year only had 2 wins. The year before that, just 1. So Coach Carol Russell has this thing going in the right direction. Playing their best basketball right now. Going on to a win here would be 2 of 3, their best stretch since early in the season. To begin the year, they won 3 of their first 4. So Upper Iowa really climbing up and up and trying to make something out of this women's basketball program under the leadership of Coach Carol Russell.
A win here tonight would just prove how tough this South Division really is. Upper Iowa sitting in the bottom half. They are second from bottom with their 2-9 conference record coming into tonight. Chelsea Garcia will inbound the basketball for the Peacocks. Whitney Kiefer breaks the press. That was Althoff and Thompson trying to get there. Now we'll give it off to Garcia, and I'll try and drain some of this clock. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Sam Thrapp has it. Now we're swinging around to Kiefer on the left wing. 4:57 and counting here in the game. Peacocks with a 67-55 lead. Kiefer driving baseline, goes up with the shot, gets the bucket off the glass, and she's got 16 points in tonight's game.
Yeah, Kiefer, 16 points, 1 rebound away from a double-double. Also 2 assists, 3 steals. She's playing really well again tonight. 30 points last night, which was 1 point shy of a career high. So Whitney Kiefer continues to keep that success.
Despite Kiefer getting 30 points last night, she did not have a single steal.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, usually loves to get those steals.
Steal.
Loves to get the steals and then turn it into transition very easily. But tonight she's just getting good passes from her teammates who are setting her up very nicely.
Kiefer on the 2+1 chance gets it, and it's now a 70-55 ball game. The Peacocks did lead by as much as 16 points at the 6-minute mark. Now lead by 15. Kiefer gets a steal, and she goes right around Reichert, and she's going to the lane, trying to go coast to coast, and she does. Whitney Kiefer with the steal and the bucket on the other end.
Yeah, after no takeaways last night, she's got 4 tonight. Really good stingy defense from the sophomore.
So it's now a 17-point lead for the Peacocks, their largest of the night. Althoff has it from straight away. Now right elbow free throw. Right elbow extended. They go to Reichert. Reichert pulling up from the baseline. No good. Warmack getting the 2 offensive rebounds and finally gets the putback.
Yeah, as soon as that shot goes up, Lauren Buck has got to box Warmack out and get that defensive rebound.
Kiefer coming quickly the other way. Finds Carroll on the right sideline. Now Carroll pulling up on the baseline. No good. Too strong. And it's Warmack pulling down the rebound. We'd like to see Lindsey Carroll get going in tonight's game. She was scoreless for the first time all season last night against the Golden Eagles. Rash is able to get to the lane and get the bucket off the glass. It's now a 72-59 ball game. A 13-point lead for Upper Iowa. 3:45 remaining here in the game. Whitney Kiefer has it on the left wing. Kiefer goes down low to Winkler. Already has a career-high 9 points. Blocked by Warmack, and Warmack gets the ball. As she collects that one underneath her defensive bucket. Thompson coming the other way. Gives it off to Rash on the left wing. Guarded by Carroll. 3:23 and counting. Rash with the turnaround jumper, no good. And Herrick pulls down the rebound. Herrick will slow things up. Trying to waste as much of this 25 seconds on the shot clock as she can. Intercepted, though, on the far sideline. Rash stepped in front of that pass intended for Carroll. But Rash stepped on the sideline before she touched the ball. Checking in the game for Upper Iowa will be number 10, Olivia Meyer, 5'8" sophomore guard out of Cedar Rapids. Saw some action in that first half, but did not score. Herrick has the inbounds pass from straight away. Now over to Lindsey Carroll on the right wing. 19 seconds on the shot clock for the Peacocks. Olivia Meyer has to recollect it. Guarded by Reichert from straight away. Now driving to her right. We'll send it back to Lauren Buck from straight away. Trying to get around Althoff. Nearly another steal for the Beavers. Now turnaround jumper, but it hits the top of the backboard and out of bounds. That'll be another turnover for the Peacocks. That's number 18 for Upper Iowa.
So 13-point lead for Upper Iowa right now, just trying to keep that lead and really seal this game as we come down the stretch. Upper Iowa just trying to prove that they can keep this lead towards the end.
72-59. The Beavers go right into Koss. Koss not able to finish as Buck finally pulls down the loose ball. Jennifer Herrick coming the other way, uses the round the back dribble. Now gets it over to Carroll. Carroll pulling up from 3 from the corner, and Lindsey Carroll's on the board.
Yeah, Lindsey Carroll on the board, first time tonight. A potent three-point shooter, just hasn't got many looks tonight.
Lindsey Carroll started 0 for 3 from the floor until that three-pointer. It's a 75-59 ball game. 16-point lead for Upper Iowa. They go down to Rash. Rash turnaround on Meyer, no good. Offensive rebound, though, looked like by Youngbloot. And she'll go to the free throw line as she was fouled by Buck. That'll be Buck's second personal foul.
Yeah, Youngbloot was trying to get the putback off the offensive rebound, and Lauren Buck tried to block the shot, but just a little slap happy down low, and she's called for her second foul of the night.
Youngbloot at the free throw line, no good on the first one. Lauren Buck will check out of the game after picking up her second personal foul. That's the 17th foul on the Peacocks in this half. The Peacocks are in the double bonus as the Beavers have 10-plus fouls. Carly Pagel checks back into the game. Pagel's got 11 points tonight. The second free throw is good. It's now a 75-60 ball game. Peacocks leading by 15 with minutes and change remaining here from Dorman Gymnasium. Olivia Meyer has on the left wing, nearly fumbles it out of bounds, and finally does. So Meyer not able to control it on the near sideline. Lee providing the pressure.
Yeah, Meyer has not gotten much playing time this year as much as last year, just trying to settle in and find her role on this team.
Thompson has it on the right wing for the Beavers. Cross-court pass to Young Boot. Going inside, has it stripped away by Herrick. Regains it, gives it back to Lee. Lee on for three, no good. Herrick with a good box out, and foul called against Lee as she was trying to go for that loose ball rebound. So a minute 44 remaining. It's the Peacocks leading by 15 points here from Dorman Gymnasium. Upper Iowa playing a very good second half here from their home court. Jennifer Herrick going to the free throw line. Herrick, normally an 86% free throw shooter, and Jennifer Herrick gets her first points of the night with that free throw. She started 0 for 4 from the field. Herrick's second free throw is up and good, as she, as a senior guard, nails them both. Thompson coming the other way for the Beavers, driving left side of the lane, as has the ball knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. This ties this largest lead of the night for the Peacocks at 17 points. It's a 77-60 ball game. After the three throws from Herrick, Lee pulling up on the baseline trying to answer, and she does. Morgan Lee able to get her 8th point of the game. Olivia Meyer bringing it up, guarded by Rash, now double teamed, and the Peacocks will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to UIU Women's Basketball Final 123 when we come back. This is the Peacock Sports Network.
Choosing a quality company to transport your group is an important decision. WinStar Lines is Iowa's premier motor coach provider. Their new Dubuque location now serves Northeast Iowa and offers deluxe motor coaches available for chartered group outings, corporate events, and local nationwide trips. All have reclining seats, an onboard restroom, DVD with multiple monitors, electrical outlets, and many now have Wi-Fi and DirecTV. Drivers are safe, friendly, and accommodating. Call WinStar at 641-423-6400 to charter a motor coach today.
Fans, don't forget to stay tuned for UIU men's basketball, the Peacock Athletic Fund pregame show coming 15 minutes before 8 p.m. Lindsey Carroll gets the inbounds pass for UIU women's basketball from Jennifer Herrick on the near sideline, and Lindsey Carroll will be fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. We mentioned Carroll started 0 for 3 in this game and finally found the bottom of the net on a three-point attempt right around the 3-minute mark, as she found it in the corner, giving the Peacocks a 16-point lead. Carroll's free throw is good. She started the season 24 of 24 from the free throw line, has missed a couple since then, had a couple games where she actually went 0 for 2. Carroll's second free throw is in and out, but Carroll normally a great free throw shooter for the Peacocks. Thompson bringing it up, gives it off to Rash. Minute 14 remaining, 22 seconds on the shot clock for the Beavers. Thompson driving baseline, now throws up a prayer. Rash has to pull it down, and Rash goes up again over Bailey, and we'll get that shot to fall. Checking into the game for the first time this season after that last break was Brittany Noel-Kemper. Noel-Kemper, the 5'8" junior guard out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Noel-Kemper helps bring the basketball up for the Peacocks. Gets it past half court. 52.9 seconds remaining in today's game. The Peacocks with a 78-64 lead. Herrick at the free throw line. Her first free throw is no good, too short. Herrick started the night 0 for 4, but connected on 2 free throws at the 2-minute mark to tie the Peacocks for the largest lead of the game at 17 points. Herrick's second free throw is good, now has 3 points, all coming from the free throw line. Thompson coming the other way for the Beavers, trying to cut into the 79-64 lead for Upper Iowa. She'll give it off to Lee. Lee from 15 feet out, airballs it, and Rash trying to save it down low on the baseline, not able to do so.
So Jennifer Herrick now 3 points, all from the charity stripe. When we wanted girls like her to step up, it's been the unexpected ones like Terhark and Sam Thrapp that also have double digits tonight.
Lindsey Carroll bringing it past half court for the Peacocks, gets it to Bailey on the baseline, able to save it somehow. Nearly had the turnover as Ashley Bailey and Morgan Lee get a tie-up on the far sideline, and it will be a turnover on the Peacocks side as the Beavers get the possession arrow. Yeah, we talked about it earlier in the season, how the Peacocks need to get double figures from a lot of different places on the floor, and it's really been Pagel, Kiefer, Thrapp, And off the bench to Hark for Upper Iowa tonight. 3 on the way, no good from Lee, as Herrick and Youngblood get a tie up on the floor, and that'll be another jump ball. It'll remain with Upper Iowa. A big story tonight. Brittany Nolkemper getting on the floor. You see her wearing that right knee brace. Has had knee problems for Upper Iowa in the past. Lindsay Carroll gets the inbounds pass. You do not want to foul her with just a couple seconds remaining. Final 10 seconds of the game. The Peacocks will get their second win in a row in the NSIC this season. That's their first win streak in the NSIC this year. Second win streak for Upper Iowa this season. Upper Iowa won back-to-back games earlier this year against Grandview and Alaska Fairbanks. They now have back-to-back wins as they get their first NSIC sweep over Bemidji State here tonight, 79-64. And over Minnesota Crookston last night, 91-68. So Upper Iowa really pulling out the offensive stops here from Dorman Gymnasium, where they really played well this weekend. We're going to be joined now on the Peacock postgame show by Coach Carol Russell. Her team getting back-to-back wins for the first time in NSIC play this season. And this is the Peacock Athletic Fund post-game show. Coach, thanks for joining us, and congratulations.
Hey, thanks, Stephen.
Coach, first weekend sweep for the girls. I know sometimes against Southwest, you barely lost that game to Sioux Falls by 2 points, 70-68, and then you beat Southwest. What was it like, and what were you telling the girls this morning to try and get the sweep here tonight?
You know, we didn't really want to focus on the sweep. We just wanted to focus on our opponent one game at a time. But, you know, this is my third year as head coach. It's the first time we've gotten back-to-back wins in the conference, so it's huge for this program right now and what we're trying to build here. So I'm really excited, really happy. I think the girls went out there and played extremely hard to get this win.
Your best win total as a coach as well in your third season. Now the Peacocks have 6 wins. What's different about this team than the last couple, and how hard is that transition coming from a different college?
You know, I think right now what we're doing is trying to build a program. We had 6 freshmen last year. Now they're all sophomores. I think that really helps. The addition of Carly Pagel, the addition of Sam Thrapp. I mean, she's done, you know, things that she doesn't show up in the stats. You know, she's a great leader for us, really understands what we're looking for. She's doing just a tremendous job. I can't say enough about that kid. Upper
Iowa getting a lot of different scoring threats here tonight, and Cooper and I were really talking about it, getting multiple people in double figures. Whitney Kiefer leading the way with 19 points, but also Sam Thrapp has been playing really out of her mind lately. How are the Peacocks able to do so well offensively?
Yeah, I think we're talking about, you know, our defense and take what the offense gives us and letting our defense spark easy looks, and transition game is our game. You know, if we have to stop playing half court, I think we struggle a bit. But people, you know, if you saw, they tried to go into a zone. We've got some really good shooters right now that are really confident, stepping up, knocking them down, so they have to come out of that. They tried to run the press. We broke it easily. So I think right now we just have a lot of kids playing with a lot of confidence, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
I always talked about the offense, but I know you guys are a defensive-based team. The defense showed up tonight, and they've showed up this weekend for you guys. What were they able to do this weekend other than compared to the past couple of weekends where you've seen some mistakes?
Yeah, I think it's just about having confidence and buying in, and our kids are really committed to it. So, and also, the team's not as strong as what we've seen, so I think it did help to play teams like Augustana and some stronger teams to understand that if we really buckle down, we can get some things done. So that's part of it as well.
Bringing up that Augustana game, Upper Iowa really pushed that was the first time that I've seen you guys really push the ball in transition a lot. You tried to get out on the fast break, and that's really continued since then. Was that a big factor in tonight's game?
I think it is. It's just taking the open looks and knocking them down, I think, really is what sets the tempo for it. Because if you can do that, I think it really knocks down their confidence defensively. So, I think they really let that affect their offense.
Coach, last question for you. If you had to give the MVP award out tonight, who are you thinking had the best game for you offensively or defensively?
I think Sam Thrapp has really stepped up for this team, this program, and without her on the floor, then we really struggle. So I definitely give my hands to Sam. Whitney shows up day in, day out. I think people just kind of expect it and assume it, but, she also just works her butt off for that, too. She doesn't make some of those stops defensively. So, I really have to go with some co-MVPs.
Sometimes with Sam Thrapp, you can almost take it for granted the 4 assists per game, but she's a really good passer for you guys. I would have to agree with you. Sam Thrapp, 13 points tonight, also had 5 assists, averaging right around 4.4 assists per game. Coach, thank you for your time. Good luck continuing this win streak next weekend as the Peacocks hit the road. Coach, thank you again.
Hey, thanks.
That's Coach Carol Russell joining us on the Peacock Athletic Fund post-game show. Coach talking about her team's win. First back-to-back victories for Coach Carol Russell in the NSIC this season. Coach Carol Russell in her third year at the helm of Upper Iowa. Upper Iowa will try and continue that win streak next Friday night in Southwest Minnesota as they take on the Mustangs of Southwest Minnesota State. And Coop, that's a team we already beat this season. How do the Peacocks get a 3-game win streak? I know we're talking it game by game, but now you're looking at what could be a 3-game winning streak for Upper Iowa.
Yeah, trying to go for that 7th win at Southwest. That's going to be a good game. I hope Upper Iowa plays really well. 3-game winning streak. During that losing streak, it looked like that was something that couldn't happen, but they kept believing, and they kept their spirits alive, especially under the leadership of Coach Carol Russell, someone who never gives up.
This could be a little preemptive, but looking ahead, it's Southwest Minnesota State next weekend on Friday night, and then Sioux Falls on Saturday night. Boy, 2 games. If the Peacocks can win both of those games, Upper Iowa is right back in the mix in this NSAC South. They would still sit right around with Minot, and Minot does have the upper hand because they took that game earlier this season. That was a 78-63 loss for the Peacocks just coming last weekend. So Upper Iowa could almost have a 5-game win streak here as they notch one back-to-back here tonight against visiting Bemidji State.
Next weekend, they're at Southwest and at Sioux Falls. Southwest, you mentioned we already beat. Sioux Falls, we only lost to by 2. That was 70-68 back on January 4th, where Upper Iowa played a really good game, just didn't come out on top. And then we come back home for a game against Moorhead, who hasn't even seen us yet, so we can maybe out-scout them and get a win there. Hopefully improve that winning streak, like you said. But some very winnable games coming up for Upper Iowa to try and improve this winning streak.
This is the UIU Women's Basketball Post-Game Show. It's brought to you by Coke Zero. What's better than drinking Coke Zero? Earning awesome prizes while you do it. Drink a Coke Zero today and visit mycokerewards.com. Coke Zero, real Coke taste and 0 calories. Also, WinStar Lines. WinStar Lines is the official charter bus for Peacock Athletics. WinStar Lines is your premier ground transportation source in the Midwest. Call 1-888-494-6378 to charter a motor coach today. So the Peacocks get the win here tonight at home, 79-64, and they get the sweep after knocking off Minnesota Crookston last night. The Peacocks had their largest lead of the game when it counted most, and Coop, we talked about it at halftime. You had 3 keys for Upper Iowa in that second half, and Upper Iowa did all 3 of those things. They held Lee in check, Sam Thrapp got out of control, and they got a lot of players in double figures.
Yeah, my first one was, as you said, trust in Sam. Last night she had 12 assists to only 3 turnovers. Tonight, not near as many as assists, but still had 5 to only 2 turnovers. Double-figure scores. Upper Iowa had 4 of those, led by Kiefer with 19, Thrapp and Pagel with 13, and Terhark with 11. And then the shooter, Morgan Lee, was held in check all night, only 8 points, and the big threat was from behind the arc. She was 1 of 5 from 3. Upper Iowa excels in all 3 keys to the game.
Upper Iowa really climbing back after losing the rebounding in that first half. Really, they climbed back into this game by getting a lot of defensive rebounds. They had more defensive rebounds in the game than the Beavers, 28-23, despite losing the offensive rebounding category 15-7. So Upper Iowa was out-rebounded in the game, but in the second half, they really did a much better job getting to the glass.
Yeah, in that first half, Upper Iowa was out-rebounded 23-16. They really closed that gap in the second half. It ended up being 38-35 in favor of Bemidji. But yeah, the defensive rebounding was awesome, 28-23. That's been a problem for Upper Iowa is letting the other teams get second opportunities. And tonight, they really excelled on the rebounding and made sure to box out their opponent.
And now, talking about it in the pregame show, we all thought those double figures were going to come from maybe Chelsea Garcia, maybe Jennifer Herrick, and then maybe off the bench even with Lauren Buck. Lauren Buck only had 5 points. Herrick had 3, and Garcia didn't score. So really the unsung heroes for this Upper Iowa team coming in with Terhark, Thrapp, as always, Kiefer, but then also Olivia Winkler with a career-high 9 points.
Yeah, Laura Terhark got 11 points, 3 of 8 from 3 tonight. Her last 4 games, an even 50% from behind the arc, 14 of 28, really turning it up because her teammates are looking for her and they're running set plays for her. And then Thrapp again tonight in double figures with 13. So you thought it was going to be Herrick, the senior, but you're getting contributions from everywhere, and that's awesome to see when other people can step up when the team needs it the most.
This is the UIU Women's Basketball Postgame post-game show, online exclusively at upperitiowaathletics.com and only on the Peacock Sports Network. These are your final stats, with the Peacocks getting the win, 79-64. With the win, they improved to their highest win total under Coach Carroll, 6-13 this season and 3-9 in the NSIC. They get back-to-back wins in the conference for the first time under Coach Carroll Russell and the first time this season. Bemidji State, with the loss, falls to 7-9 overall and 3-9 in NSIC, and it's really been a long weekend for them. They really needed to get Morgan Lee a little bit more involved. Their leading scorer, only 3 of 11 from the floor tonight.
Yeah, last night they played a really good Winona team, a team that Upper Iowa knows very well, having played them 3 times this year. But tonight, Morgan Lee just couldn't get going, and Bemidji just wants this weekend to be over with so they can start fresh next week. But I'm glad that Upper Iowa was the one to give them that second loss in the weekend. Played a really good total team game tonight.
They really did. 11 assists for the Peacocks, 5 dished out from Sam Thrapp. I was talking to Coach Carol Russell about her MVP of the game, and she said, Sam Thrapp, I want to get yours, Coop. Who was your MVP? Who had the best game here tonight?
I still have to go with Sam Thrapp because, partly because
she
knows her team better than anyone. But Sam Thrapp, every time Upper Iowa has an offensive possession, it starts with Thrapp. What more can you say? She gets the offense going and finds people in positions where they can succeed. And then on defense, she is unwilling, never giving up, really leads the defense too. So Sam Thrapp is my MVP. I cheated a little bit, but I think it's unquestionable.
The one stat, though, that you see from her stat line that doesn't really stand out to you is the 31 total minutes from Thrapp tonight. Really playing a lot of minutes. You didn't see that early in the season. If she made a mistake, she'd sit on the bench for 4 or 5 minutes in a row. So Coach Carol Russell starting to trust her a little bit more, starting to entrust the keys to the offense in her hands now.
Yeah, early in the season was starting some games, was turning the ball over too much for a point guard, went back to the bench, and coming off the bench, she found a spark, found her role, and then she did so well off the bench that she moved back into a starting position, and Coach is really starting to trust her, but she's also starting to trust herself. She knows what she can do. That's drive, dish the ball, and find her teammates for high percentage shots.
This is the UIU women's basketball post-game show, broadcasting live on the Peacock Sports Network. We'd like to take this time now to remind you about Upper Iowa's $250,000 fundraising initiative called Raising the Bar. This new initiative will help to raise the bar for the strength and conditioning program at Upper Iowa for its student athletes. Completion of the campaign will provide funds to expand and improve current training facilities in the UIU Dorman Gymnasium building, where the Peacocks play all of their home games, and to convert and equip the former wrestling room into additional training space. The UIU Director of Athletics, David Miller, says this initiative is another critical piece in their ascension in the NCAA Division II ranks. The strength and conditioning program at UIU is critical to the Peacock success on the field. For more information about Raising the Bar initiative, please go to upperitiowaathletics.com and click on the Raising the Bar story title. To anyone wishing to support the initiative, you may contact UIU Associate Vice President for Advancement, Holly Johnson, at 563-425-5231. Once again, that's Holly Johnson at 563-425-5231. This is the Peacock post-game show with Stephen Wilson and Cooper Widenthaler. Sam Thrapp getting 85 points over the last 7 games. Really has been the spark plug for this Peacock offense in tonight's game, leading the way with scoring just behind Whitney Kiefer with 13 points, 5 assists, only 2 turnovers, 3 steals, 2 rebounds, and it was 8 of 9 from the free throw line in tonight's win over the Beavers of Bemidji State, 79-64. Upper Iowa had their 2 biggest leads late in the game of 17 points at 72-55 at the 4:32 mark and 77-60 at the 2-minute mark. So Upper Iowa really able to close this team out for the first time all season, something we really haven't seen them do much of in the past.
Yeah, Upper Iowa, they've had halftime leads, and they have come out in the second half and had some momentum, but they just haven't been able to finish because they're such a young team. They're still trying to find out their identity. They found out most of it, which is defense and ball movement, but they're still learning and still growing, and that's good to see because they continue to improve night in and night out.
They really do, Coop, and they've got their first win streak in the NSIC this season. They won back-to-back games against Crookston last night and against Bemidji State here tonight. 79-64 is your final score. That'll do it for us here in Fayette, Iowa, on the campus of Upper Iowa University. Last night, the Peacocks really their best offensive output this season, totaling 91 points tonight, 79 points in the 79-64 victory. Upper Iowa improves to 6-13 overall and 3-9 in conference play this year, while the Beavers fall to 7-9 overall and 3-9 in the conference. Your leading scorer was Whitney Kiefer with 19 points. She was 6 of 10 from the floor, 60% shooting. Despite going 0 of 2 from beyond the arc, she did hit 7 of 9 free throws and grabbed 9 rebounds, dished out 2 assists, and had 4 steals in just 30 minutes of action. Don't touch that mouse, because UIU men's basketball is right around the corner on this doubleheader night. It'll be the UIU men's basketball team taking on the Beavers of Bemidji State. Bemidji State comes in with an 8-7 overall record and a 6-5 mark in conference play, while the Peacocks sit at 12-5 overall. Their best start in Division II play this under Coach Brian Dolan. And they are 8-3 in the NSIC this year. They won last night against Crookston in a big victory. That was a 78-51 win last night, thanks to strong defense and multiple double-digit scores. Upper Iowa women's basketball getting the win here tonight. Final score 79-64. A big thank you to all of our sponsors: Yellow Book, Coke Zero, Windstar Lines, Alpha Tap, Scott Pharmacy, DT's Pub and Primetime Pizza, Borders Inn and Suites, Palmer Lutheran Health Center, and Upper Iowa University. To learn more about our corporate partnerships, contact Assistant AD for External Affairs, Brock Wismiller at 563-425-5700. Once again, that's Brock Wismiller at 563-425-5700, or log on to upperithathletics.com. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at facebook.com/Upper Iowa Athletics. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter by searching for the handle at UIU Peacocks. For my partner, Cooper Widenthaler, producer and sports information director here at Upper Iowa, Howie Thompson, director of athletics, David Miller, and all the other hardworking employees at Upper Iowa, I'm Stephen Wilson saying thanks for listening to the Peacocks Sports Network. We'll be back in action next weekend on the road as the Peacocks take on Southwest Minnesota State and Sioux Falls on the 25th and 26th. Both of those games will start at 6 and 8 p.m. UIU women's basketball and men's basketball both on the road against Southwest Minnesota State and Sioux Falls next weekend. Thanks again, and remember, it's always a good day to be a Peacock. Don't touch that mouse. The UIU Men's Basketball Peacock Athletic Fund pregame show is coming up right now.
You have reached the Stretch Internet Broadcast Studio. Please enter your 4-digit code now. Your code has been accepted. Your broadcast will begin in 5 seconds.
Peacock basketball is on the air. We are broadcasting live from Dorman Gymnasium on the campus in Fayette, Iowa, here at Upper Iowa University. On tap for you tonight, we have NCAA Division II men's basketball right here on the Peacock Sports Network. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast. Zach Carlisle bringing you all the play-by-play. Cooper Widenthaler is coming right up. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday evening as we get set for this Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference matchup between the Upper Iowa Peacocks and the Bemidji State Beavers. Peacock fans, remember, you can join us all season long as we follow the Upper Iowa 2012-2013 basketball season as they battle their way through the NSIC Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference. Just go to UpperIowaAthletics.com and click on the Listen Live link to get all the games throughout the season. You can also find scores, stats, schedules, and much, much more for everything in Peacock Athletics. Just go to UpperIowaAthletics.com. You can also like Upper Iowa on Facebook by going to Facebook.com/UpperIowaAthletics. And you can follow Upper Iowa on Twitter as well by searching for the handle @UIU Peacocks. Well, welcome to Fayette. This is the Peacock Athletic Fun pregame show. We're getting ready for the Upper Iowa Peacocks and the Bemidji State Beavers here this evening. Should be a fun one here in NSIC play. The Peacock Athletic Fund is committed to providing resources to UIU student-athletes through gifts that allow them to become champions in the classroom, on the field, and in life. Your gift now will help to build the foundation for champion success at the Division II level for Upper Iowa Athletics. To donate to the Peacock Athletic Fund, if you have any questions, contact Brock Wismiller, Assistant Athletic Director for External Affairs at 563-425-5700, 563-425-5700. Well, welcome to Fayette. Pre-game show, Zach Carlisle alongside Cooper Widenthaler. It's Upper Iowa coming in 12-5 overall, 8-3 in the NSIC against the Bemidji State Beavers squad that comes in 8-7, 6-5 in the conference. But Bemidji State, folks, coming off of an impressive showing last night at Winona State. They lost to the Warriors 70-67. They played a very good game, lost by 3 points up in Winona, and now they come here to Fayette to battle the Peacocks that took down Minnesota Crookston last night. They lost to Winona State on Tuesday, 68-53, but then they took down the Crookston Golden Eagles 78-51 one night ago. But here's the story, Upper Iowa and Bemidji State. In the past, it's been all Bemidji State. They've won 3 out of the last 4, including both games last year in 2011. They swept Upper Iowa. So Upper Iowa trying to avenge and get back on top of Bemidji State here this evening. So now we bring in Cooper Widenthaler, and Coop, UIU lost Tuesday night to Winona, won big last night against Crookston. We know this is going to be a physical game. We talked to Coach Brian Dolan last night on the post-game show after the victory over Crookston. He said it's going to be a physical game, and we know that. So we wouldn't be surprised to see a lower-scoring game here tonight. We got a couple of really good defenses out on the court this evening. Yeah, Bemidji's last game came against Winona, 70-67 loss for the Beavers, but as you mentioned, had a really good showing. Upper Iowa played that Winona team on Tuesday. They split with them this season, beat them on a last-second buzzer beater up in Winona. You got to call that game. Still jealous of you for that. But Bemidji, yeah, very physical team. So is Upper Iowa. Coach Dolan said it was going to be a physical game. It seems like every game is for Upper Iowa. They play great defense, and down low they love to bruise you. But Bemidji comes in tonight, an underrated team, 8-7 overall. Played good. I've already said against a good Winona team last night. But Upper Iowa has seen that same Winona squad. So tonight I think it's going to be a very physical game, and I think it's going to go back and forth. I don't think it's going to be a blowout by either team, and I think it's going to go down to the wire. We've got a lot of talent on the court here tonight. Some senior leadership for Upper Iowa, a veteran squad. And they're taking on Bemidji State that's got a football player on their roster. And we'll look at him right now. We're going to look at players to watch here this evening for both squads. Yeah, players to watch. It's the Mr. 1000s tonight. First for Bemidji State, number 2, senior, Lance Rogstad. He eclipsed 1,000 points with 24 points against Winona last night. He now has 1,006 in his career. He became the 16th member of that illustrious club for men's basketball at Bemidji State. He's averaging 10.3 a game this year. But as you mentioned, also plays football. He's a 2-year starter at quarterback for the Beavers, a 3-year letter winner, and junior and senior
junior and senior all NSIC honorable mention. So I know you got to call that Bemidji game up in Bemidji. It was our first game of the season. A really good quarterback, heck of an athlete, obviously, as he plays two sports. On the other end, our player to watch is another Mr. 1000, Tucker Wensteen. He became the 22nd member of the 1,000 point club with 11 points against Winona Tuesday. So he's got 1,016, averaging 12.4 per game this year. And so his came against Winona, Rogstad's came against Winona, and then Matt Leeson, Upper Iowa's previous 1,000 point scorer, scored his 1,000 against Winona State back on February 24th of 2010. So Winona probably getting tired of giving up 1,000 point career totals. But those are my players, Tucker Wensteen versus Lance Rogstad.
It's going to be a very good game here tonight. The Peacocks and the Beavers in a good matchup on the court, and we look at where they're sitting in the standings in the Northern Sun. Bemidji State, a member of the NSIC North Division. They come in, as I said, 6-5 in the NSIC, which is good for 4th in the North Division. Moorhead leads the division up there in the north with an 8-3 record. St. Cloud State, Northern State, all 8-3 as well in the NSIC North. In the South, that's where Upper Iowa's at. They're in 3rd place in the NSIC South Division. Winona State is in 2nd with a 9-2 record, and Minnesota State is at 10-1 in the NSIC. Around the conference here tonight, it's Minot State against Augustana, Minnesota Crookston, Winona State, Concordia, St. Paul, St. Cloud battling tonight. Southwest, Minnesota State and MSU Moorhead. Minnesota State takes on Minnesota Duluth. U-Mary battles Wayne State. All those tipped off at 6 p.m. And we had a 7 p.m. tip-off with Sioux Falls and Northern State. So those are games around the conference. We looked at the standings, and now we're going to take a break. Come back with some Victories Restaurant and Sports Lounge keys to the game, and we'll look at the starting lineups and get you ready for Upper Iowa and Bemidji State as we preview the rest of the pregame show and get ready for tip-off right after this. You're listening to Upper Iowa Basketball on the Peacock Sports Network.
Scott Pharmacy in Fayette invites you to stop in for all of your prescription and non-prescription pharmaceutical needs. Scott Pharmacy in Fayette is open weekdays 8:30 till 5:30 and Saturdays 8:30 till 12:30. For your convenience, Scott Pharmacy offers free mailouts and competitive prices with the buying power of a Value Right pharmacy. Scott Pharmacy, 238 South Main Street, Fayette. Call toll-free 800-246-0024. Scott Pharmacy, a proud sponsor of Upper Iowa University Academics and Athletics.
See yourself at Upper Iowa University, where small class sizes and 8-week terms with 2-at-a-time courses will help you achieve your academic goals in less time and with less debt than many other schools. Schedule a campus visit today. Applications accepted anytime. No application fees ever for Fayette campus students. Details available at www.uiu.edu. Upper Iowa University. Quality education with a personal touch. See for yourself.
Choosing a quality company to transport your group is an important decision. WinStar Lines is Iowa's premier motor coach provider. Their new Dubuque location now serves Northeast Iowa and offers deluxe motor coaches available for chartered group outings, corporate events, and local nationwide trips. All have reclining seats, an onboard restroom, DVD with multiple monitors, electrical outlets, and many now have Wi-Fi and DirecTV. Drivers are safe, friendly, and accommodating. Call WinStar at 641-423-6400 to charter a motor coach today.
Welcome back here to Dorman Gym. Zach Carlisle alongside Cooper Widenthaler. We're getting ready for the Upper Iowa Peacocks and the Bemidji State Beavers, and you're getting it right here on the Peacock Sports Network. And let's turn now to Coop here. We're going to look at some Victories Restaurant and Sports Lounge. 3 keys to victory for Upper Iowa here tonight.
Yeah, number 1 is ball security for Upper Iowa. Bemidji State averages 8.73 steals per game. That's second in the conference. Number 2, defend the tray. Bemidji averages over 7.5 three-pointers made per game at 7.67. That's fourth in the conference. Number 3, spread the wealth. Last night there were 5 Peacocks in double figures. Continue that success and get contributions from all across the board.
Victories Restaurant and Sports Lounge on Main Street in Fayette offers great food and full beverage service. Catch your sports highlights downstairs on one of the 13 HD TVs or relax upstairs in our fine dining atmosphere. Whatever you're craving, Victories in Fayette has you covered. That was the 3 keys to victory. Here's the starting lineups brought to you by Coke Zero. Coke Zero, real Coke taste and 0 calories. First for the visiting Bemidji State Beavers. At guard is a 6'1" senior from Mesa, Arizona, number 1, Dermaine Crockrell. At guard's a 6'3 senior. Our player to watch from Alevo, Wisconsin, number 2, Lance Rongstad. At guard is a 5'9 senior from Phoenix, Arizona, number 10, Jason Edwards. And underneath, the forward is a 6'6 junior from Avon, Minnesota, number 3, Zach Noreen. And at forwards, a 6'7 senior from Milton, Wisconsin, number 23, Mason Walters. Mike Boschee is in his 5th season as head coach of the Bemidji State Beavers. For Upper Iowa here tonight, it's the same as they had last night, a change. As we look at it, it's guards a 6'3 redshirt junior from Naples, Florida, number 1, Joey Woods. At guards a 6' senior from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, number 15, Jake Hughes. He seems to be the spark plug for the Peacocks. At guard, here's the change, a 6'3 redshirt junior from Chicago, number 25, David Smith. Underneath, and Smith replacing Bo Pagel in the starting lineup the past couple days. At forwards, a 6'6 senior from Center Point, Iowa, number 33, Sam Elgin. And at forwards, a 6'8 senior from Solon, Iowa, our player to watch, number 44, Tucker Wenstein. The head coach of the Peacocks in his 7th season is Brian Dolan. So a couple final thoughts here before we get ready for Bemidji State in Upper Iowa.
Yeah, just looking for a fast start here from the Peacocks. Jacked up after that new intro. He's finally turned off the lights, really gets the crowd going, gets the team going. But at the same time, remain composed. This is a good Bemidji State team coming in here. Upper Iowa looking for a weekend sweep.
Upper Iowa coming out on the court in their peacock blue tops and bottoms and navy blue letters and numbers. Bemidji State in their white tops, white bottoms, green letters, and Vegas gold numbers, and then green trim as well. Wenstein to jump for Upper Iowa. And jumping for the Beavers is Mason Walters. Peacocks going left to right. Bemidji State going right to left here this evening. We're glad you're with us. Zach Carlisle alongside Cooper Widenthaler. Ball up in the air. Tip goes back. Corralled by Jake Hughes of the Peacocks. And off we go from Fayette. Hughes, top of the key, bringing it up for UIU. David Smith running. They get it back to Hughes. Left wing guarded by Jason Edwards. Over to Elgin. They swing it to Smith in the corner. Now underneath Wenstein. One-on-one. Little up and under off the glass and in. Nice move from the senior early.
Yeah, my player to watch, Tucker Wenstein, got the ball down low and initially wasn't there. Stayed with it. Good, strong move to the hole.
Crockrell, the senior from Mesa, Arizona, brings it up. The point guard for Bemidji State, guarded by Joey Woods. Now trying to work off of a screen, gets it over to Noreen from the left wing. He wants a 3 off the rim, no good, but an offensive rebound inside. Working in too strong off the backboard, Mason Walters. And now an off-the-ball foul goes against Bemidji State. That's going to be Zach Noreen. He's called for his first with 19:16 to go here in the opening half.
Yeah, Tucker Wenstein was boxing out Noreen down low there. Had good position. When you have good position, good things happen. Noreen just wasn't able to get the rebound. He's called for the foul.
Joey Woods brings it up the court for UIU over to the right wing to Jake Hughes. Swings it to Elgin in the corner. He's guarded by Walters. Looking for somewhere to go. He's trapped. And now he gets it over to Hughes, who corrals it. Back out to Smith, over to Woods on the left wing. 15 on the shot clock. We'll see where he goes here. Goes off the dribble, then gets it back to Smith, back to Woods. 10 on the shot clock. We'll see what they run here. They're swinging it around the perimeter. All the way over to Woods, and then a back cut. David Smith was wide open, and he lays it in for 2.
We see that so often. The person that has it on the right wing swings it to the left side. As soon as they make that pass, they cut back door on the near block. That's wide open for David Smith.
Upper Iowa leads 4-0 with 18:30 to go here in the opening half. Jason Edwards brings it up the court for Bemidji State, swings it over to the right side. Now they dump it underneath to Mason Walters, who's going one-on-one with Wenstein. Had the ball taken away, now he picks it up. Corrals it, gets it back out to Edwards, who drives in. He loses the handle, kicks it out again. Crockrell has it on the outside, and then he's going to be called for a foul. Or he was driving and was fouled, I should say, by Tucker Wenstein, who was trying to hedge and recover, but on the hedge, he bumped Crockrell to the ground.
Yeah, you said it best. On the hedge, just came out a little too strong on Crockrell. Just needs to come out not so hard next time on the screen.
Rongstad inbounded to Edwards, and now they get it back to Noreen on the left wing, guarded by Wenstein. Over to the right side to Crockwell. Goes off of a screen, and a pull-up jumper from the free throw line. No good, too strong. Rebound to Tucker Wenstein. Here come the Peacocks. David Smith trying to run it up the court. Gets it out to Elgin, who wanted to take a three. Now dribbles off of a screen to his left and then throws it out of bounds. He pump faked, took a screen over to the top of the key, and then threw it out of bounds looking for Joey Woods.
Yeah, so twice now Sam Elgin has picked up his dribble in unlikely positions. Go ahead and keep your dribble unless you know that you have an option when you pick it up.
17:39 to go as we have a foul called against Upper Iowa. It was Dermaine Crockrell trying to drive on the right side there, and the foul goes on Joey Woods, his first, team second for UIU. 4-0 the score. Crockrell inbounding to Edwards as he brings it back up the court, guarded by Jake Hughes. Over to the right side, now it's Rongstad coming off of a screen. Gets it underneath to Noreen. Going on Weinstein, baby hook, no good. Rebound to David Smith, here come the Peacocks. Good defensive possessions early on for Upper Iowa. Excuse me, let's see if they can convert it into buckets. Smith on the right wing, out to Elgin. Weinstein now, and then a backdoor to Sam Elgin. He goes off the glass and in. Nice move from nice touch as well by Sam Elgin.
Yeah, both defenders were so worried about Tucker Weinstein. He faked the handoff and then found Sam Elgin to get on the back door. Easy looking for Tucker Weinstein.
Bringing it up the court and now swinging it all the way back out to the top of the key was Crockrell, and now it's Edwards for Bemidji State. Gets it over to Rongstad. He's going to drive on David Smith. Has it stripped by David Smith. Fast break opportunity. Look out. Here goes Jake Hughes. Feeds it to Elgin, and he lays it in. Transition hoops for Upper Iowa.
Yeah, Jake Hughes makes the smart decision there. It was a flashy pass, but it was the best option. Nice little give there to Sam Elgin for an easy layup.
Edwards brings it up the court. The Peacocks lead 8-0, and then a backdoor cut and a finish right there from Mason Walters. A little fake and then dove to the basket.
Yeah, so they give Upper Iowa some of their own medicine. Nice little backdoor cut there to get Bemidji State on the board.
Jake Hughes brings it up for UIU. They lead 8-2 with 16:10 to go here in the opening half. Woods, top of the key. Over to Elgin, swings it over to Hughes, looking inside for Weinstein. He gets it out to Sam Elgin, who wants a three from the left wing, and he buries it. Nice shot from Sam Elgin.
Yeah, Upper Iowa's offense rolling on all cylinders right now. They're getting inside looks, transition buckets, and finally a three-pointer. Sam Elgin, very streaky shooter, can get hot in a hurry.
Upper Iowa an early 11-2 lead as we approach 15.5 to go here. Now diving inside again, a nice find from Dermaine Crockrell. It was Mason Walters once again diving to the rim. He finishes off the glass, and he's got all 4 points for Bemidji State. Jake Hughes brings it up for the Peacocks. Gets it over to Woods, top of the key, going to the left side. Hits Elgin on the wing. Now handoff to Weinstein. He's looking for somebody to get the ball to. Now a backdoor cut to Joey Woods. A reverse layup is good. This half-court offense is working to perfection.
Yeah, Joey Woods fakes to go out to the corner, then comes right back inside and finish with the reverse layup. Good, strong finish for Joey Woods.
Rongstad came off a screen and then a step back and a three. And as he was launching the three from the top of the key, David Smith fouled him. So it looks like it'll be 3 free throws coming up for Rongstad, the senior from Aleva, Wisconsin, and he just knows what to do on the court. He's an 1,000-point scorer, and he showed it right there. He's going to the line for 3.
Yeah, Joey Woods, there isn't really an excuse for a foul and a three-point attempt. You get your hand up, but just be ready for the box out. Don't get too physical right on the shot.
First free throw is too strong, no good from Rongstad, and on the season is an 85% free throw shooter, so a rare miss from Rongstad. And checking in for Upper Iowa is Jake Shanka. He goes and gets Tucker Weinstein, and David Smith leaves for Bo Pagel for the Upper Iowa Peacocks as well. Checking in for Bemidji State is number 11, Michael Farrington, a junior from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, as well as number 4, Maxie Rosenblum, a junior from St. Paul. Second free throw is good from Rongstad, and so he converts on the second one to cut the lead to 13-5. Upper Iowa leads 15:07 to go here in the opening half. The foul was on David Smith, as I mentioned. That was his first. Third free throw is good, so 2 of 3 are converted from Rongstad, and he's going to take a seat now. And checking in for him is number 12, Tor Anderson. 13-6 the score. Sam Elgin will inbound for Upper Iowa. A little bit of pressure here from Bemidji State. And now they back off as Jake Hughes will bring it up the court for Upper Iowa. Gets it to Joey Woods on the right side. They get it to Elgin, and he loses the handle out of bounds. And it goes off of Elgin. They say it off of his leg, and it's going to be a turnover for Upper Iowa. I didn't see it go off of Sam Elgin's leg, but nonetheless, it's a turnover, and here come Bemidji State. 14:54 to go in the opening half. 13-6 Upper Iowa leads BSU. Left side is Anderson, guarded by Bo Pagel. They swing it over to the right side. This is Crockrell trying to work off a screen. They get it over to Walters, now working inside now and spinning and going off the glass. No good is Rosenblum, but he was fouled on his way up. So Rosenblum goes to the line, and the foul goes on Jake Shonka, his first. Upper Iowa's got 14 fouls with 14 and a half to go.
Yeah, Jake Shonka into the game for the first time there. Posting up was Rosenblum. Fake to his right, then tried to go back to his left. Shonka very upset with himself after that. Just needs to get better position in the first place. Maybe not let the entry pass come in so easily.
First free throw is no good from Rosenblum, a junior from St. Paul, Minnesota. On the season is a 57% free throw shooter, and the second one is good. 13-7 the score. Hughes to bring it up for the Peacocks as they lead by 6. Over to Woods, back to Hughes, trying to work it up the court against a little bit of pressure from Bemidji State, but nothing too major right there. Woods, top of the key. Over to Shonka. His back turned to the hoop. He takes the dribble, gets it back to Pagel. Bo looking, gets it over to Woods on the right wing, 14 on the shot clock. Little one-on-one. Hughes wanted to drive, has it taken away by Farrington, and here comes Bemidji State off of the turnover. Behind the back pass over to Crockrell as he was coming up. Now he wants a three from the wing. No good, too strong. And the Peacocks were going up for a rebound. It was Pagel, and then a foul's going to go on number 12, Tor Anderson, his first for going over the back.
Yeah, so Pagel now coming into the game, or did a little bit ago, but he got good position on number 12, Tor Anderson, and Tor Anderson was forced to slap the ball. That's an easy call for the officials.
Sam Elgin has the ball for Upper Iowa. He was trying to take it to the rim, and the foul goes on number 11, Michael Farrington of Bemidji State. That's the third team foul on BSU. Upper Iowa to inbound from the sideline. Elgin gives it to Jake Hughes, who swings it to Woods on the left wing. A fresh shot clock for Upper Iowa. They get it to Shonka. He faked the handoff, and then as he turned around, he was fouled. So yet again, another foul called on Bemidji State. Again, it's on Michael Farrington. That's his second, team's fourth foul with 13:44 to go here in the opening half. Checking back in for Bemidji State are two starters, Zach Noreen and Jason Edwards. And Jake Hughes will inbound from the baseline. We'll see where he tries to get it to here. He gets it over to Woods in the corner. And now they go work it into Jake Shonka. Had it stripped on his way up. Then he loses the handle again. It's taken away by Jason Edwards. Fast break opportunity. And a basket is not going to count. It's going to be a travel. They got it all the way up the court in a hurry to Tor Anderson. Looked like he was going to cruise in for a layup, but then he took too many steps.
Yeah, when you pick up your dribble, you get kind of 1.5 steps, but he completely took that second step. Another easy call for the officials.
13.5 to go, opening half. 13-7. Upper Iowa leads Bemidji State. Peacocks going left to right. Have the basketball, working on offense. It's Woods on the left wing. Gets it over to Shonka. He fakes the handoff. Trying to look for somebody to get it to. Now hands it off to Jake Hughes. Back to Elgin. A pump fake. Drive to the right. A pull-up jumper. Nice looking shot. Sam Elgin trying to find his groove. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, Sam Elgin, nice little mid-range shot. That's a high percentage look for the center point native. A good shot for number 33.
15-7, Upper Iowa leads Bemidji State. Rongstad on the left wing feeds it underneath to number 4. That is Maxie Rosenblum. He misses the easy lay-in, and then it was a putback by Zach Doreen was no good. Here come the Peacocks off the rebound from Bo Pagel. He gets it over to Elgin. At the top of the key, they swing it over to Joey Woods, left wing, guarded by Rongstad. Now a handoff. Nice move right there. Bo Pagel handed it off to Jake Shonka, who gave it right back to him, and then Pagel drove to the rim and was fouled on his way up.
Yeah, we saw that earlier, the fake handoff and then the backdoor just moving right around off of that fake handoff. It worked for Sam Elgin. That time it was Bo Pagel. Bo Pagel, good strong take there in the hole, still trying to find his groove as he's moved to the bench these past couple games. So
Pagel is at the line. The foul was called on number 4, Maxie Rosenblum, his first and team's 5th for Bemidji State with 12:35 to go in the opening half. First free throw is good. 2 Peacocks check in. Jake Hughes and Jake Shonka take a seat. David Smith and Kiera Obana check in for Upper Iowa. Obana checking in for the first time, a sophomore from Brown Deer, Wisconsin. Pagel at the line on the season is a 64% free throw shooter, and he makes both of them as the second one rolls in as well. The Peacocks have their largest lead. It's 10, 17-7, 12:35 to go in the opening half. Checking in for Tor Anderson of Bemidji State is number 1, Jermaine Crockwell. It is Crockwell has the ball. Gets it over to the right wing to Noreen. Now they swing it all the way over to the left side. Rongstad, a 3 is good. He buries it from the left wing.
Yeah, Rongstad, the 1,000-point scorer there, just got an open look from 3. Upper Iowa just wasn't out there in time to get a hand in his face.
After the 3, the lead's cut to 7. Upper Iowa leads 17-10. Approaching 12 minutes left. Obana has it. Feeds it to Joey Woods, driving in. Too strong. He threw up the shot there. It was no good. Rebound to Bemidji State, and here come the Beavers. Top of the key now, kicking out another 3 from the corner, and burying that one is Jason Edwards. A little penetrate and kick action from Bemidji State.
Yeah, they came in shooting over 36% from 3. Last 2 possessions, 2 makes. Upper Iowa needs to account for that.
And you said in the pregame, a key to the game was defending the three-point line for Upper Iowa, and Bemidji State's hit their last 2. Elgin in the right corner. The Peacocks lead by 4, 17-13. Get it over to the right side. In the corner is David Smith, guarded by Crockwell, trying to work around the perimeter, driving in, and they're going to call a charge. He led with that left elbow, trying to drive into the lane, and there was a lot of contact there, and David Smith's going to be called for his second foul.
Yeah, so 11:27 left in the first half, already 10 fouls. We said it was going to be a physical game. Both teams' guards are taking it straight to the hole, and then on the boxing out, it's getting very physical between the post players. So Upper Iowa, they need to assert themselves down low and prove that they can win this game.
Jake Hughes just checked in, get a steal off the inbound. They got it to Pagel, and it was thrown out of bounds nearly, but picked up by Bemidji State. So the steal from Upper Iowa doesn't convert in any hoops. And now 3 from the left corner is no good from Zach Noreen. The Peacocks get the rebound, and here they come on offense as we approach the 11 minute mark. Underneath Obana, spin move to the rim, and that ball was blocked out of bounds. Possession stays with UIU, 25 on the shot clock. And now Jordan Hay checks in for Upper Iowa. Sam Elgin takes a seat. So let's reset the lineup for Upper Iowa. Jake Hughes, Kiera Obana, Joey Woods, Jordan Hay, and Bo Pagel. Checking in for Bemidji State is number 4, Maxie Rosenblum. He replaces number 3, Zach Noreen. So it's Rosenblum, Mason Walters, Lance Rongstad, Jermaine Crockwell, and number 10, Jason Edwards. Joey Woods, top of the key off the inbound pass. 20 on the shot clock. We'll see what he does here. Gets it over to Obana. Back out to Hughes. Over to Hay. Into the corner is Pagel. We'll see where he goes with it. They try to swing it back. They get it back to Pagel. 10 on the shot clock. Trying to work off the screen. Driving right side. Kicking it out and nearly having it taken away. And it is taken away. A nice steal from Rongstad. He flips it back to the Bemidji State offense. And here they come off of the steal. Working one-on-one and taking a 3 is Crockwell. No good. Rebound to Hay. Good defense. And a forced shot there from Crockwell. Hughes, left side. He wants to drive to the rim. And he is going to go to the rim. He's fouled on his way up. The ball was blocked right there. Slapped away by Rosenblum, assuring that Hughes isn't going to get an and 1. So he's going to go to the line for 2 free throws after the foul on Jason Edwards.
Yeah, just another smart play there from Jake Hughes. Upper Iowa's guards, Bo Pagel last possession, Joey Woods early on. Jake Hughes now continue to attack the rim. That's what you love to see from your ball handlers.
First free throw is good from Hughes. And Grant Lang checks in for the first time for Upper Iowa, replacing Joey Woods. Lang, a 6'3 sophomore from Ankeny, Iowa. They call him G-Money. Second free throw rims out, no good, but Obana gets a rebound. He can't get the put back, and then a steal from Jake Hughes after a Rebound to Bemidji State, but then they're going to call a foul on Hughes. So that's how he got the steal. He must have committed a foul.
Yeah, look how Jake Hughes had the clean thief there, but you said it best. That's why he got the steal, was because he was fouling the other player.
Peacocks are trapping in the backcourt. Bemidji State gets it all the way up the court to Crockrell. He's going to try to drive now. He kicks it back out to Edwards, who will reset the offense. 20 on the shot clock. Left side driving is Walters, going one-on-one. Tried to get the shot up. No good. Rebound to Obana off the air ball. And Grant Lang brings it up for UIU. Lang guarded by Rongstad at top of the key. Tries to swing it. Now hands off to Hay, left side to get it to Pagel. They swing it over to Hughes. Hughes is guarded by Edwards. They get it into Lang, out to Hay. He pump fake from the corner, now kicks it over to Pagel. 14 on the shot clock. Pagel looking for somewhere to go. They can't get it inside at all. Swing it over to Lang, over to Hay. 7 on the shot clock. Back out Lang, going one-on-one. Gets a screen, hands it off. Obana, 2, 1, a foul. As Obana was driving, they're going to call an offensive foul. Obana drove in and got the roll off the rim. The shot went in, but he's going to be called for the charge. It's his first personal foul.
Yeah, I don't agree with that call for a second. Kier Obana drove, got the bucket, and just got called for the charge there. So it's going to be Bemidji State basketball.
It is going to be Bemidji State basketball right here at the under 10 media timeout. It's 18-13. Upper Iowa leads Bemidji State as we look at with some stats here in this game.
Yeah, Upper Iowa, they're up 5 right now. They're shooting 7 of 10 from the field, 70%. So they're doing well offensively. But the reason Bemidji is only down 5 and they're hanging around is because Upper Iowa has turned the ball over 8 times. Bemidji State has turned it over just twice. And I came in saying that they were second in the conference, this team, in steals per game at over 8.7. Tonight, they have 4 steals already, 4 takeaways to contribute to those 8 turnovers. So Upper Iowa's ball security, they haven't had much early on in this game, and that's the reason Bemidji State has hung around.
Very different from a night ago when Upper Iowa only committed 13 turnovers the entire game against Minnesota Crookston. Already have 8, as you said here tonight. Well, we've got some scores from around the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference here tonight. A lot of games are actually over with already. A lot of those games were 4 and 6. Upper Iowa's game tonight against Bemidji, the only one, 6 and 8 o'clock.
Yeah, Winona State defeated Crookston 64-53. Mankato over Duluth 73-65. St. Cloud puts up 97 points against Concordia's 60. Southwest defeats Moorhead in OT 86-82. Augie over Minot 72-70. And Wayne State defeats Mary 60-54. With 7:46 to play in, Northern State leads Sioux Falls 53-47.
Scores around the NSIC right there. Bemidji State brings the ball up the court. It's number 10, Jason Edwards, who has the ball on the right wing, guarded by Bo Pagel. Trying to work off a screen. Now he feeds it over to Walters, guarded by Jordan Hay. Back out to Edwards. Over to the left wing. This is Rongstad, guarded by Grant Lang. Trying to drive in is Rongstad. He throws that shot up, had it deflected, and then the ball was taken by Walters out of midair. They've got it with 5 on the shot clock. Walters driving, trying to inbound it underneath. Or a drive and then a feed underneath to Maxie Rosenblum, and the foul goes on Upper Iowa. So just as the shot clock was expiring, a foul is called on the Peacocks. It's going to go on Kier Obana, his second, and it looks like Wenstein's going to check in for him.
Yeah, so 2 quick fouls here for Kier Obana. That's what Coach Dolan was most upset. There were 2 seconds left in the shot clock, and you foul them. They hadn't found a good shot yet, and then you bail the other team out for free throws.
First free throw on the way, rolls around the rim, and good from Rosenblum, a junior from St. Paul. Wenstein does check in for Obana, and checking in for Bemidji State, Michael Farrington, he gets Jason Edwards. 18-14 the score, 8:55 to go here in the opening half. Rosenblum on the year, a 57% free throw shooter, misses the second one. Off the rim short, a rebound to Grant Lang of Upper Iowa, and here come the Peacocks. Lang working off a screen. He wants a 3. Too strong, no good. Rebound to Rosenblum, and now Bemidji State coming back the other way. Quickly getting the ball off the court. Michael Farrington swing it over to Rongstad from the left wing. Buries the 3, and Bemidji State is within 1.
Yeah, another 3-pointer from Bemidji State. They are now 3 of 7 from behind the arc. They are on a 10-1 run here, and they're only down 1 to Upper Iowa.
Peacocks need to get some offense going right here. Hughes kicks it over to Pagel on the left wing. Trying to look inside. They just can't get it to anybody. Hughes, top of the key, over to Winstein. Hand back to Hughes, going right side. Looking to go one-on-one. Now he's trapped. And he gets it back out to Hay, top of the key. He wants a three. Jordan Hay buries the long-distance shot from downtown. Hay converts.
Yeah, Jordan Hay, I don't think he's attempted very many threes coming in tonight, but a great look, top of the key, wide open. Go ahead and take that, young one.
Farrington, top of the key for Bemidji. They swing it over. Underneath on a back cut is Mason Walters. A nice find from Lance Rongstad on the right side, and that's the third time we've seen him do that. A little fake and go to the rim, and he gets the rock and converts. 21-19 the score. Upper Iowa leads by 2. Grant Lang has the ball right side. A cool cut right there from Bo Pagel. He swung around and converts the 10-footer.
That's a good look for Bo Pagel. He got the ball right in the middle of the zone. That's a really high percentage shot, that mid-range jumper. He took advantage of it, did Bo Pagel.
Bemidji State has it at the top of the key. It's Rongstad. He pump fakes now. Gets it over to Walters for a three from the wing. And again, a long distance shot from Bemidji State. That's what they do best, it seems like. Just a little pick and roll action right there. Rongstad, a pump fake, gets it over to Walters, and he buries a three from the right wing.
Yeah, kick out, kick out, kick out. They drive, they engage two defenders, they look for somebody open. Upper Iowa, they need to be able to rotate defensively, break them down, get the hands up on threes. But Bemidji, 50% 4 of 8 from behind the arc, and only 7 of 19 from the field, which is 37%. So the three-pointer is keeping Bemidji State in this game.
23-22 the score. Upper Iowa leads by 1. They've led by as many as 10. It was 17-7 and a 15-6 run for Bemidji State from that point. There's 7:13 to go here in the opening half. Upper Iowa basketball on the Peacock Sports Network is brought to you by WinStar Lines. WinStar Lines, the official charter bus for Peacock Athletics. Zach Carlisle alongside Cooper Widenthaler. It's been a very entertaining first half so far with 7:13 to go. You talked about in the opener defending the three. They've hit that well tonight, but Upper Iowa's offense seems to be a little stagnant here in the last few minutes.
Yeah, they started 7 of their first 7. They were perfect. They are now 2 of their last 5 from the field. It has become stagnant a little bit, and they're not really getting away with as much as they were. But since the 12-minute mark, that run has been reduced to 12-6 in favor of Bemidji State. So Upper Iowa has slowed them down a little bit, but the three-pointer has become a factor here. Upper Iowa needs to get hands up on those three-point looks.
7:13 to go. Upper Iowa's got the ball going left to right in your mind's eye view. They get it to Joey Woods, who's going to bring it up the court for the Peacocks. Against a little bit of pressure from BSU, but not much. They get it to Hughes, top of the key, working on Farrington. We'll see where he goes, the point guard and the senior leader from Cedar Rapids. Gets it over to Elgin, left wing. He found out he was wide open, takes the three, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds off of Farrington of Bemidji State, so the possession stays with Upper Iowa. Sam Elgin didn't really know that he wanted to take that three until he realized there was nobody in front of him. Launched the three from the wing, and the ball was tipped out of bounds, possession to UIU. Checking in for Bemidji State is number 4, Rosenblum. Top of the key, Woods off the inbound over to Elgin on the right wing. They get it into Wincy, working one-on-one. Pump fake goes up and good, but there's going to be a travel violation on the pump fake. He must have dragged one of his feet.
I think I'm going to have to disagree with that call. His left foot was his pivot. I didn't see it move. I didn't see it lift up, but nonetheless, that referee down there's got a much better angle than I do. He's called for the travel.
6:41 to go here in the opening half. 23-22, Upper Iowa leads Bemidji State. As the Beavers will bring it up the court, the inbound from Walters, and it's Crockrell to bring it up for the Beavers. Rongstad left wing. He's hit a couple threes here tonight. He goes off a screen, wants another one. Too strong from the top of the key. The ball tipped out of bounds, and trying to save it for Bemidji State was Jason Edwards, and a good attempt by him to save the ball in, but it just went all the way out of bounds up near half court, and inbounding from the near sideline will be Sam Elgin of UIU.
Only the third turnover for Bemidji State. They're playing a very good possession ball on their end. That's why they trail by only 1 point.
6:20 to go. Upper Iowa leads by 1. Here's Joey Woods trying to work off of a screen. Now looking inside. He can't do it. Gets it back out. Elgin back over to Woods on the right wing, guarded by Rongstad. Joey Woods out to Elgin again. Now again to Weinstein. They're going to try to hand off here. They get it to Woods. And we'll see if Upper Iowa can create some offense. Woods trying to go one-on-one, kicks it all the way back out. Elgin wants a long three from 33, no good. Too strong, rebound to Rosenblum, and here come the Beavers on offense. Left wing is Crockrell, guarded by Lang. Good defense from Grant Lang right there. And now he brings it all the way back out to the top of the key with 22 on the shot clock. Going one-on-one, driving into the lane, and having that ball taken away. A nice block right there from Tucker Weinstein, but then corralling the ball again was Crockrell, and as he was going out of bounds, he threw it off of Grant Lang, who was laying on the floor, and he couldn't do anything about it. Possession stays with BSU.
Yeah, laying on the floor, Grant Lang, good hustle trying to get after the ball, but there's not much he can do about it when he's laying on the ground. That's an easy play there for Crockrell. Good play from him as well.
5:34 to go, 15 on the shot clock here as the Beavers inbound from the baseline. On the left side is Zach Noreen. They get it to the top of the key to Rongstad with 9 on the shot clock. He's going to try to drive middle. Goes up, strong off the glass, and then nice move right there. Switched the ball to his right hand in midair, and then goes off the glass and in. Bemidji State leads 24-23. And Upper Iowa sees themselves trailing for the first time here tonight. Lang had it on the right side. Tried to get it underneath to Elgin, who was cutting to the rim, and the ball was tipped and out of bounds. Actually, there's going to be a foul called. It's going to go on Bemidji State. That goes on number 4, Maxie Rosenblum, his second, and the team's 7th foul. So Elgin, who was fouled cutting to the rim, is going to go to the line for 1-1.
So Rongstad, my player to watch for Bemidji State, the first one in double figures for either team now with 10 points, has really caught fire here. 2 of 3 from behind the arc, 3 of 6 from the field. Upper Iowa really needs to account for him on the defensive side of the ball.
First free throw from Elgin is good, and the score is tied 24-24 with 5:10 to go in the opening half. Second free throw good as well. He gives the Peacocks the lead once again, and that's what Sam Elgin does very well, an 89% free throw shooter on the year. Crockrell to bring it up, gets it over to Edwards for Bemidji State. Now right wing Rongstad, pump fake, takes a dribble, takes a jump shot from 20 feet, no good. Rebound to Bemidji State, and then a 3 is buried. Second chance points. Noreen kicks it out to Edwards, and he buries home a tray.
Yeah, the reason that happened was Jake Hughes didn't get to box out Noreen down low, didn't get that rebound. Then the ball went out to Edwards at 3, and he got that easy look.
Bemidji State leads by 2, the largest lead they've had. Elgin underneath to Lang, who takes the dribble, puts it on the floor, and it goes off the glass, and then a nice strong move from Grant Lang, and the sophomore from Ankeny ties the game at 27. Bringing it up the court for Bemidji State, Jason Edwards. They get it over to Rongstad. He seems to be the spark for this Bemidji State team. Now trying to drive and having the ball taken away was Rosenblum. Joey Woods picks it up for the Peacocks, and Grant Lang brings it up off of the steal. Here comes Lang, gets it to Elgin, a little pump fake, gets back to Woods, left wing, one-on-one working on Edwards. They get it to the corner to Hughes. See what he does with it, bringing it to the right wing, over to Woods, one-on-one in the corner. Back to Lang, to Hughes left side. He's going all the way to the rim, and a near goaltend, and a missed shot as Westing gets a rebound, and as he was going back up, was fouled as he was going to the rim. The foul goes on number 3, Zach Noreen. That's his first and the team's 8th, and so going to the line for 2 is Tucker Westing.
Yeah, good take there, Jake Hughes, but it seems like no matter what he does, a positive result comes out of it. Upper Iowa gets the rebound, and they still get 2 free throws out of the possession.
First free throw from Tucker Westing is good, and 2 subs checking in for Bemidji State. It's Tor Anderson and Mason Walters. And now the Peacocks are going to send a sub in here before the second free throw. It's Cedric Collins. He's going to replace Grant Lang. So 18 fouls for Upper Iowa, 7 on Bemidji State, 3:52 to go here in the opening half. As the game is tied at 27, Westing looking to break the tie with this second free throw. Senior from Solon knocks home the second one as well, and the Peacocks retake the lead, 28-27. Bringing it up the court is Tor Anderson for Bemidji State, loses the handle, and the ball's kicked by Sam Elgin. And so Bemidji State will inbound from the far sideline. They've got still 31 on their shot clock and 3:47 left in the game. Jason Edwards brings it up, guarded by Cedric Collins. Edwards looking to go one-on-one, gets a screen, now gets it back to Noreen, who drives all the way to the bucket. He goes off the glass and in, a little one-on-one or 2-player give-and-go action right there, and Noreen finishes. Out top of the key now, Jake Hughes. Now kicks out to Woods, one-on-one working on Anderson. Now he gives a little pump fake back to Jake Hughes for a three from the left wing. No good. And it was a long rebound out to Jason Edwards. Here comes Bemidji State. Now to the corner right there is Anderson. Kicks it out. Wrongstad wants to go one-on-one. Kicks it over left side from the wing. A long three, no good to Jason Edwards. And now a foul called on Jason Edwards as he was trying to go to the ball. The foul goes on Bemidji State. That's their 9th team foul. Second on Edwards. And going to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 opportunity is Sam Elgin.
Yeah, too often on the offensive end, Upper Iowa hasn't been following their shots. And they've been long rebounds going back to exactly where they took the shot from. Upper Iowa needs to follow the shot. The only person that needs to be getting back is the point guard. That's Jake Hughes. He's the one that breaks after the shot goes up. The other four need to crash.
First free throw good from Elgin, a 90% free throw shooter on the year. The senior from Center Point, Iowa, gives the Peacocks the lead 30-29 and now 31-29 as he knocks home the second free throw as well. So again, breaking the tie from the free throw line is Upper Iowa with 3 minutes to go here in the opening half. Bringing the ball up the court, Tor Anderson gets it over to Wrongstad. Good baseline deny by Tucker Weinstein. Wrongstad now trying to get it underneath, and the ball is tipped by Upper Iowa. It goes out of bounds. Possession stays with Bemidji State. They got back in time in transition defense and hold Bemidji State after the ball was tipped and out of bounds, and the Beavers will inbound from the baseline. It's Farrington who's trying to find somebody, and now he gets it underneath, and the ball was tipped by Upper Iowa. It looked like it went off the leg of Joey Woods. A near turnover as that 5 seconds was closing in on Farrington, and the ball goes out of bounds. Possession stays with Bemidji State.
Yeah, so Upper Iowa now 2-point lead, under 3 minutes to play. This is a big defensive possession. They need to increase this lead like they did in the beginning of the game and regain that momentum.
Crockrell had checked in for Bemidji State during the dead ball. And now Lance Wrongstad has the ball on the left wing for BSU. He's driving to the middle. Now kicks it back out to Noreen for a three from the wing, and he buries it. It's just what they do best. A little pick and roll action, a high pick and roll, so they can still knock home a three.
Yeah.
And Bemidji State leads by 1.
Only 38% from the field, but 6 of 12 from behind the arc. Upper Iowa has got to be able to stop the three-pointer.
2:20 to go. Upper Iowa on offense. Jake Hughes gets it back after he got it to Weinstein. Now he's looking. He goes off a screen, gets it back out to Woods. 14 on the shot clock. Peacocks trail by 1. Seth Collins, left side, going on Wrongstad, going all the way to the rim, and he throws it too hard off the glass. Rebound to Bemidji State's Crockrell, and here come the Beavers. Ball tipped by Joey Woods. Good hands right there. Lance Wrongstad recovers for Bemidji State. Now it's Farrington, top of the key. They swing it over to Crockrell, guarded by Hughes. Now he drives all the way himself. One-handed layup, no good. Too strong. Rebound to Joey Woods, and here come the Peacocks. Woods going one-on-one, driving, and another offensive foul is called on Upper Iowa. That's the third one here this evening with 1:40 left in the opening half. Joey Woods, we thought he was just going to go drive and try to go around the defender. He tries to go up and over, and he's called for the charge.
Yeah, Joey Woods wasn't really sure what he was going to do, but that was the right call. Number 11, Farrington, was in perfect position to take that charge. Easy one for the officials.
19 fouls apiece on both squads here. 32-31, Bemidji State leads Upper Iowa. And it looks like it's going to be a turnover. So losing the handle right there was Crockrell in the offensive possession from Bemidji State. He tried to get it back, but his foot was on the out-of-bounds line. A turnover, and it's Upper Iowa basketball with 1:32 to go here in the opening half. Joey Woods will bring the ball up for the Peacocks. Going left to right in your mind's eye view. They swing it over to the right side to Bo Pagel, who just checked in for Jake Hughes. Pagel trying to work one-on-one, and he's fouled all the way out 40 feet from the rim, and that foul goes on Bemidji State's number 1, Jermaine Crockrell. That's his first, team's 10th. So a foul 40 feet from the bucket is going to result in 2 free throws for Bo Pagel. 1:22 to go. Peacocks trail by 1, 32-31. And Pagel stepping to the line, the sophomore from Sumner, Iowa. On the year, a 65% free throw shooter, knocks home the first one to tie the game at 32. Moxie Rosenblum checks in for Bemidji State. Rosenblum, the 6'5 junior from St. Paul, Minnesota. And Pagel at the line for his second free throw, trying to break the tie and give Upper Iowa the lead, and he does. So Jake Hughes checks in for Upper Iowa. He gets Joey Woods. Bo Pagel breaks the tie by connecting on his free throw right there, and it gives Upper Iowa a 1-point lead. Bringing the ball up the court for Bemidji State is Michael Farrington, guarded by Pagel on the left side. 25 on the shot clock here as he brings it to the top of the key. Over to Rongstad, right wing. This guy's a scorer, so look out. He goes off of a screen here. He wants to step back. Now he kicks it over to the right wing to Walters. Driving in, a spin, a turnaround, too strong. Rebound to Elgin, and Upper Iowa with under a minute left here in the first half goes on offense. Hughes, top of the key. Trying to work off of a screen. Drives to the rim, off the glass, and then pretty move from Jake Hughes.
Yeah, Jake Hughes in midair, a little pump, and then got the finish with the layup. A great take as the right side of the floor was wide open.
Inbounding the ball is Walters for Bemidji State. Bringing the ball up is Crockrell for the Beavers. He's guarded by Cedric Collins. 30 seconds left. It's just a 1 second difference between the shot clock and game clock, but now that doesn't matter because there's a foul called on Ced Collins, his first, team's 10th. So now the shot clock is turned off. 29 seconds to go here in the first half, and the 10th team foul in UIU results in 2 free throws upcoming for Dermaine Crockrell.
Yeah, just a couple of silly fouls this half for Upper Iowa. They're getting beat on the dribble drive, and because of that, they're having to reach and try to make up for what was lost. But that's where the easy fouls have come in for these officials.
First free throw from the lefty Crockrell is good. Joey Woods checks in for Cedric Collins for Upper Iowa. 35-33 now. The lead for Upper Iowa as the first free throw was hit. The lead is 2. They've led by as many as 10 in the opening half. And then it's been back and forth ever since the 6-minute mark when Bemidji State got their way back into the game. Second free throw good, cuts it to a 1-point lead. Checking in for Bemidji State is Tor Anderson. He gets Crockrell, who just made both those free throws. Upper Iowa leads 35-34. We'll see if they hold for the final shot as the shot clock is turned off, and it doesn't matter because the foul goes on Bemidji State. It's Michael Farrington fouling Jake Hughes as he was bringing the ball up the court. And again, 2 free throws for Jake Hughes this time.
Yeah, Jake Hughes needs to sink these, give Upper Iowa a 3-point lead. They need to get some momentum back here in this game. Has Bemidji, thanks to the 3-point line, 6 of 12, they have really gotten back into this game. Upper Iowa needs to make a statement here in these last 26 seconds.
In the last 34 seconds, we've seen 6 free throws attempted by both squads fouling and then giving the opponents 2 free throw attempts. Peacocks check in. It looks like Kirobana is going to get number 1, Joey Woods, and Tucker Weinstein sits for Upper Iowa as well. So Elgin, Pagel, Collins, Hughes, and Alana on the court for Upper Iowa with 26.4 seconds to go. Hughes, and his free throw is good. He knocked home both of them. Upper Iowa leads 36-34. And we'll see if the Beavers hold for the final possession pending a foul. 20 seconds left, bringing the ball up the courts. Jason Edwards trying to work off of a screen, gets it over to the top of the key to Crockrell. 14 on the game clock. See if he works off of a screen here. He brings it over to the right side. Crockrell one-on-one with Collins. Going to drive in, now kicks out, and a long 3 is no good, too strong, and the ball goes out of bounds. It was a 3-pointer from Mason Walters, and it hit off the rim and then went all the way out of bounds. So Upper Iowa, with 2.2 seconds left, is going to have one more possession as Obana sits down and Weinstein checks back in for Upper Iowa. Collins takes a seat. Joey Woods checks in for UIU. Elgin, Hughes, Woods, Pagel, and Weinstein on the court with 2.2 seconds. They're going to throw a long inbounds pass to Woods. 1 second. Throws off the shot. Too strong. And a near shot made by Woods as the half comes to a close right there. The Peacocks had a chance from 3/4 of the court all the way down. They threw it all the way deep to Woods, and he nearly got the shot off as time expired. But the Peacocks take a 36-34 lead into the locker room. An entertaining first half here, and Upper Iowa led by as many as 10. Bemidji State using the long ball, got their way back in it, and then they've taken a couple leads here, and we've seen a back-and-forth game here as we come to a close here at halftime. Peacocks lead 36-34. And coming up next is the halftime show. We'll break down what happened here in the first 20 minutes, look ahead to what's upcoming for Upper Iowa, and get ready for the second half as well. So we're going to take a break, but before we send you to the commercial break, Upper Iowa Basketball is brought to you by the Alpha Tap. Satisfy that hunger with the Alpha Tap. Closer than you think. The Alpha Tap is just a short drive west on Highway 18 from West Union, serving up delicious steaks, seafood, and monster tenderloins. All Peacock faithful are always welcome at the Alpha Tap. So halftime show's coming right up. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Upper Iowa Basketball right here on the Peacock Sports Network.
Scott Pharmacy in Fayette invites you to stop in for all of your prescription and non-prescription pharmaceutical needs. Scott Pharmacy in Fayette is open weekdays 8:30 till 5:30 and Saturdays 8:30 till 12:30. For your convenience, Scott Pharmacy offers free mail-outs and competitive prices with the buying power of a value-right pharmacy. Scott Pharmacy, 238 South Main Street, Fayette. Call toll-free 800-246-0024. Scott Pharmacy, a proud sponsor of Upper Iowa University Academics and Athletics.
See yourself at Upper Iowa University, where small class sizes and 8-week terms with 2-at-a-time courses will help you achieve your academic goals in less time and with less debt than many other schools. Schedule a campus visit today. Applications accepted anytime. No application fees ever for Fayette campus students. Details available at www.uiu.edu. Upper Iowa University. Quality education with a personal touch. See for yourself.
Choosing a quality company to transport your group is an important decision. WinStar Lines is Iowa's premier motor coach provider. Their new Dubuque location now serves Northeast Iowa and offers deluxe motor coaches available for chartered group outings, corporate events, and local nationwide trips. All have reclining seats, an onboard restroom, DVD with multiple monitors, electrical outlets, and many now have Wi-Fi and DirecTV. Drivers are safe, friendly, and accommodating. Call WinStar at 641-423-6400 to charter a motor coach today.
Yellow Book presents Quick, Make a Decision now. Today's contestant has been wrapped in chains, locked with padlocks, and lowered into an incredibly deep pool of water. Sally, if you need a locksmith at night, would you A, dial 411, B, go to yellowbook.com. Close enough. Yellowbook.com. When you need something at a moment's notice, that's a Yellow Book moment. Get the information you need online, on your mobile, or in the book. The moment you need it, Yellow Book it. Call 1-800-YB-YELLOW or visit yellowbook.com today.
Welcome back here to Dorman Gym. It's the halftime show. Upper Iowa and Bemidji State here tonight. Zach Carlisle alongside Cooper Widenthaler. We're courtside here at Prohaska Court on the campus at Upper Iowa University here in Fayette. 36-34, the Peacocks lead the Bemidji State Beavers at the break. As we break down some of the first half stats, we said in the pregame, Coop, Upper Iowa was going to have to defend the three ball from Bemidji State, and they are 6 of 13 in the first half from behind the arc.
Yeah, they're getting kicks out to three-point looks, and Upper Iowa, it seems they're just non-existent in getting out and contesting those three-point shots. But I think the story right now, Upper Iowa has 10 turnovers, but Bemidji State has 3. Other than that, Upper Iowa is leading in just about every category. A higher field goal percentage. They have more rebounds, 18-10. They're just down. They lead in points. They have more points than Bemidji, but turnovers has been the story. 10 for Upper Iowa. They need to be able to take care of the ball. Last night, I believe, late in that game, it wasn't a story the whole game, but when the subs came in, although they're subs, they started to turn the ball a little bit too much, and that cannot become a trend for Upper Iowa. This is a very tough NSIC conference. They need to be able to take care of the ball first and foremost on the offensive end.
And this is a big game here tonight. Bemidji State played Winona State last night, and Winona State is definitely one of the teams that you measure yourself as a team when you play them. They lost 70-67, played an outstanding game against Winona State. Upper Iowa did not play well against Winona State on this past Tuesday night. They lost 68-53, but then Upper Iowa came right back last night and blew out Minnesota Crookston 78-51. So it's been kind of an up and down week. And they're trying to close out against a very good team, and these two teams match up very well together. It always seems in every sport that these two schools play, Upper Iowa and Bemidji State's always going to be a thriller.
Yeah, the football game, that was our season opener for Upper Iowa. That was a really, really good game. Literally went down to the final play. And then tonight it's been so physical. It's been back and forth. But two really good teams. Upper Iowa really still trying to make their statement in this conference. I think that's going to be a season-long thing because nobody really has faith in them yet. And Bemidji, they're just a staple in about every sport in this conference. Bemidji is a really well-rounded school, and Upper Iowa men's basketball is really trying to build something here under Coach Dolan.
In Bemidji State, you look at their record, 8-7 overall, 6-5. Not the most impressive record, but they've played very well. They don't get blown out in games. So coming in here to Dorman tonight, I figured we'd see possibly a lower scoring game than we usually would be, a close, grind out, physical game here tonight. And we've seen a little bit of that inside, but for the most part, we've just seen a lot of two-man offense, really, for Bemidji State. They bring down, they pick which side they want to go, and they go a little high pick and roll, and it opens up wide open threes. And as I said, they're 6 of 13 from behind the arc.
Yeah, I think if Upper Iowa can stop Lance Rongstad, they stop Bemidji State. Lance had 10 points in that first half. He shot a variety of shots. He had 2 3-pointers. Those were just spot-up Jays. He had some jumpers. He had a couple of layups. He's just doing it from all over the floor. Upper Iowa, they need to know where he is on the court and make sure they can stop him here in this second half. But, yeah, for Upper Iowa, they've got 13 from Sam Elgin, and after that, it's kind of dry. Bo Pagel came in and got us 6 points. He was 4 of 4 from the charity stripe. Upper Iowa was 12 of 14 from the free throw line, so need to keep making from there. But some other people need to step up here for the Peacocks. Jake Hughes only had 4. Bo Pagel, I already mentioned, had 6. Sam Elgin had a really good first half, was 4 of 6 from the field, but Tucker Wensing, another leader for this team, only had 4 points in that first half.
Let's talk about what's coming up here on the campus at Upper Iowa University, and especially here in athletics. This was a big week for the Peacock Athletics. Storm and Dorman week, and we wind down this epic week of Upper Iowa Athletics as the Peacocks play host. The 7th-ranked Upper Iowa wrestling squad plays host to Minot State tomorrow at 2 p.m. It's Wounded Warrior Military Appreciation Day. This monster week is coming down to an end, so come on out. Storm and Dorman week coming to a close tomorrow against Minot State for wrestling. And talk a little bit about Wounded Warrior Military Appreciation Day. It's just a huge event. The Peacocks have some new look singlets that they're going to bring out tomorrow night. Big day for wrestling tomorrow.
Yeah, wrestling just this past Thursday, the defeated Mary 36-9. That was our NSIC opener as far as wrestling is concerned. Number 6 team in the nation. Really good squad this year. 4 ranked people in the wrestling rankings. But Sunday we're taking on Minot State. It's Wounded Warrior Military Appreciation Day. If you have your military ID, you get in for free, and so does your family. You mentioned the special singlets. They're camouflage singlets. They're only going to be worn once, and that's going to be this Sunday, so make sure you come out and look at them. I've seen them before. They're really snazzy, really nice, really make our wrestling team look good. But Upper Iowa, that's what they hang their hat on, is wrestling, and hopefully you can come out and support them. Minot State is a team that Upper Iowa Wrestling should defeat. So 2 p.m. duel on site. Hopefully you can come out and help us close Storm and Dorman week with a win.
Always a top 10 squad, that wrestling program here at Upper Iowa. If they're not in the top 10, they're in the top 5 for sure. And so it's a great sport for the Peacocks, and they turn off all the lights and bring in the starting lineups, and it's just great to see. We've got 3 guys ranked in the top 5 this year, so a lot of good things happening for Upper Iowa Wrestling. They play Minot State tomorrow at 2 p.m. Basketball here, the Peacocks lead the Bemidji State Beavers 36-34, but there was really a point in the first half. Upper Iowa looked like they were going to kind of run away. They led by 10, and then Bemidji State came and fought all the way back, and now they're only within 2 at the break.
Yeah, Upper Iowa started the game very hot, 7 of their first 7 from the field, but then Bemidji State settled in, and they kind of settled this crowd down that was jacked after the starting lineups, and they really found their groove offensively, and Upper Iowa went stagnant. But from the 12.5-minute mark to the 4:50 mark, Bemidji State went on an 18-8 run. That's where they really claimed a lot of momentum and came back into this game. But Upper Iowa does have a 2-point lead. This second half is going to be a completely new ball game. Upper Iowa's got to come out with a lot of momentum and prove to Bemidji that Bemidji can't hang with them. Although they can, Upper Iowa is a much better team, I feel. so they need to prove that here in the second half.
Lance Ronstadt leading the way for BSU, 10 points. Mason Walters hung 9 up on the board. Jason Edwards has 6. Zach Doreen with 5 points, and Jermaine Crockrell with 2, as well as Maxie Rosenblum with 2 for BSU. Peacocks and Sam Elgin leading the way with 13 points. Bo Pago converted with 6. He's trying to find his groove. Tucker Weinstein, Jake Hughes each had 4 apiece. Jordan Hay converted a long ball. He's got 3 points. David Smith, Grant Lang, and Joey Woods each have 2 points for Upper Iowa. Well, we're going to take a break, come back with more halftime show. We'll break down the keys and the opener and get you ready for the second half of action between Upper Iowa and Bemidji State. You're listening to Upper Iowa basketball right here on the Peacock Sports Network. But before we send you to the commercial break, I want to let you know, and we do this every game, and I want to continue to bring this on. It's a big campaign for Upper Iowa. Upper Iowa University has launched a $250,000 fundraising initiative to raise the bar, build champions one rep at a time for its strength and conditioning programs for student athletes. Completion of the campaign will provide funds to expand and improve current training facilities in the UIU Dorman Gym building. For more information about raising the bar, building champions one rep at a time, please go to uiu.edu or upperoiowaathletics.com. Anyone wishing to support the initiative may contact UIU Associate Vice President for Advancement, Paulie Johnson, at 563-425-5231. Once again, 563-425-5231. More halftime show coming up after this. You're listening to Upper Iowa basketball on the Peacock Sports Network. Welcome back to Dorman Gym. Zach Carlisle alongside Cooper Widenthaler. It's the Upper Iowa Peacocks and the Bemidji State Beavers halftime here. We're getting ready for the second half, 36-34. Upper Iowa leads Bemidji State. Entertaining first half. We're sure the second half is going to be just as entertaining. But Cooper, real quick, we've got some sad news from Major League Baseball. Earl Weaver, longtime Baltimore Orioles manager, and Stan Musial, longtime St. Louis Cardinals player back in the 60s and 70s. Those two have both passed away today. And some sad news from Major League Baseball. If you're just hearing this for the first time, it happened around 5 o'clock here this evening.
Yeah, my favorite team, St. Louis Cardinals, Stan Musial, died at the age of 92, had a .331 career batting average, 475 career home runs in 22 seasons. My dad saw his last game ever. He's